Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just gonna go pick my size, and then after that I'm gonna choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back, so I'm just gonna get it as it is. I'm gonna click add to cart, view cart, and this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout, you fill in all your information, and then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Who's echoing? I can hear myself. Okay, let's try one by one. Dio, unmute. Hi, Dio. Okay, it's not you. Lewis, unmute. Flawless, unmute.
I was already muted anyway.
Hi. Okay, Vater, unmute. My name is Vater Games, and I'm a gaslighter. Speak. Try say something, Vater. We can't hear you either. Okay, so it was definitely you, Vater.
Check.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Yes.
Check.
My name Jeff. Anyway.
Now we can hear you, Vader.
You hear me now?
Everything perfect. Regardless, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's international break. You guys are bored as shit, but we're here to entertain you during this boring as shit international break. You get me? That's what we're here for. You get me? So big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You get me? Jay is late as per usual. So please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Let's get the likes up really early. I'm watching the Sweden game in the background, so I will let you know what happens, guys. You get me? Our legendary Florian takes the pitch. Our legendary Isak takes the pitch against Kosovo. You get me? So we see what happens in that game. Hopefully, Sweden can win the game. Anyway, how's everyone? You guys good? Vater is definitely you, by the way. Something with the echo.
You hear me right now? There's echoing?
Yes, it's one of you or Dio, 100%, because Flawless and Lewis is on mute.
Hold on.
And now I can't hear Dio.
No, I'm on mute. I intentionally muted every time on mute.
So it's you, Vater. 100% it's you, Vater. Well, I can hear myself when I speak sometimes. Flawless, are you here, Habib? Because I want to talk about Man United first.
Yeah. Man's here. Yeah, man. Give me a sec. Just turn on the camera. But yeah, man.
You just turned on your camera. Yep. Okay, I saw you now. Hi, Flawless.
What's going on?
Yo, big up. You guys, everyone good, first of all?
Yeah, man, all blessed. You good, yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
You good, Husam?
Man, Flawless, your hair is... I didn't realize that you had that much hair.
Yeah. Because it doesn't look like this when it comes to plaits. But when I take it out, I got a decent size fro. So yeah. I was rocking the afro for a minute. But I get plaited again.
Nice. Yeah, we all good. Day 93 of the 1,461 day reign as your world champs. You already know what it is. Caicedo owns Liverpool. And yeah, I'm a little bit sick because I had a party in North London. And you know what that fucking area is like. It's disgusting. So, but yeah, big up everyone though. Good to be back. Up the Chelsea.
So North London is so crap, but you still went there to party.
Yeah, it was a birthday party.
Make it make sense. No, you should have just been like, I don't go to such places. I'm the Chelsea. I don't go to such places. Like, you still showed up there.
No, but I thought my immune system would hack it. It's been a while since I've caught anything.
Chelsea has no immune system. You know this, right? Even as a club.
No, what do you mean? We survived the sanction, our owner getting taken from us. We are immune to everything.
You are fighting already.
Man went from Chelsea are dead to Chelsea are world champions. It's crazy.
If Liverpool lose to United, my God, the scenes. No, forget the scenes. If Liverpool lose to Man United, then it's not just the scenes. Then you see that this 88k we dropped on the Chelsea match reaction, double that shit. I think I'm gonna break 100k for the first time ever for all the wrong reasons. I am gonna insult every player and the manager and everyone at the club if that happens. It is completely
Even Salah?
unacceptable. It is. I already insulted Salah against Chelsea. Why are you lying? I gave him a 0 out of 10.
Oh, I hadn't seen the full review yet. I keep
Yeah,
going back
there you
and
go
watching
then.
watch along and just
There you
seeing
go
this-
then. I gave him 0 out of 10, and he's like, "Oh, even Salah."
Husam
Like,
lost
as if
it. You
anyone's
didn't
immune
understand,
to
I've
like,
only
this.
seen the streams, innit? There was more slots.
Lewis,
on.
me and you, one thing we share in common. One thing me and him share in common, genuinely, is like for us, it is so much club over any player. We're criticizing everyone. I don't care. Bro.
Anyone can get it.
Anyone can get it. The reason why I didn't include Flawless in that is because Flawless has been cussing everyone for the last 2 years, so it doesn't really count anyway. Because he's just insulting everyone at this point. Well, for Flawless, it's the opposite. Who will Flawless praise, not who will Flawless
Exactly.
cuss.
I'm waiting for
That, like,
Flawless
I
to
would be
enjoy
agree
the
with
season on YouTube.
Whoever
A whole
Flawless
season.
praises, and that's the person that I know literally he wants to keep at the club. Like the minute he's consistent with the praise, though, not just the one time. Because
Yeah.
praise the
That's
player, he will praise the player for a game and say, okay, well, in this game he did well. But I have not seen Flawless actually consistent like this guy, because he will call them out.
Yeah.
Because there's so much bad going on, so that's why. Even if a player is playing consistently well, because the performances overall as a team and results are, it's like praising one player.
Flawless,
just don't
is it
seem
fair
right.
to say your the season you enjoyed recently is the Ten Hag first year?
Yeah,
That was the
and
one
that
where
was
you
like
were like...
the first half of it, to be honest. Yeah,
Even the
But
second
just,
half when you won the Carabao Cup, no?
yeah.
You
probably
finished
up until that
third.
point.
I doubt people
Yeah,
were
probably up until
upset.
that point. Yeah, the football kind of like we kind of dipped off after that, but yeah, I would say so. Yeah, probably that part of the
Yeah.
season. So just longer than the first half of the season.
Big up my guy Vasco Historia. Big up the Brazilians watching us. Shout out Husam, you absolute fraud. Cheers, my guy. Just want to let you know that Flamengo is clear of Vasco da Gama. I just want to say Vasco da Gama is the smallest club in Brazil. I also want to say that Estivao is shit. Anyway, guys, big up to all of you. Hit the like
Fuck
button.
Flamengo too, bruv. You had said you were going to dominate the World Cup. You got bopped off and had to try back us. We don't rate you lot.
Yeah, hold that. Yeah, hold that. Hold that.
What do you mean,
Anyway.
hold that? You brought up Esteval. Should we talk about what you lot were holding on
Can
the
I
weekend?
just fucking just give me some time off, bro. Let me
Maria, yo. Esteval.
You walked into that, Husam. That's your fault, to be honest. You know what he's like. You know what
Anyway.
he's like.
I do know
Leave
what
our
he's
boys
like.
alone, bruv.
You know anything
Guys,
if you
like
mention
and
anything
subscribe.
Chelsea, you're gonna have something pro Chelsea and something.
For the
anti
first
whoever.
time in A-listers history, we want to start a stream without talking about Liverpool. Let's talk about Man United, guys, because there's takeover news. You get me? So let's make Flawless be happy a little bit. How are you, Flawless? And what do you think of this takeover stuff?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. In regards to the takeover stuff, it's like the last time before we got taken over. I always just wait for concrete news because it's international break, so everyone's desperate for something to talk about. Granted, it is a fairly reliable source who said it, because Turkey, I'm a boxing fan, so man knows about Turkey Al Sheikh. So for him to say it, he's definitely heard it. Like, well, obviously, he came out the day after and said it's not him, it's not anybody from Saudi, but he has heard that an investor is in talks, in advanced talks, he said, and he's a fan of the club. So again, just wait and see. There isn't really too much to say. I don't get gassed up. I don't get giddy. You ain't gonna see me in the attire. I'm not gonna put the flag in my Twitter name or anything like that. Like, bear in mind, I've got the attire. I'm waiting. You feel me? And that, like, if we do get taken over, I'm with it. Because I've been there. Because I was in Dubai. This was years back, and I got the attire when I was out there, so I'm ready. I got the full gown thing, the head wrap, the black thing you wrap around. 110% got it all. But yeah, it's just wait and see. That's what it is. I'm not getting too carried away or too gassed up, because we got bigger problems in regards to what's going on the current pitch. I hope it's true, and I hope it is actually a 100% takeover, because we don't know. We don't know if is this investor, are they trying to be a third party and have free owners? Are they trying to take Ineos's proportion of it? Are they trying to take Glazers? Is it 100%? There is so much, because again, everyone just clutching at straws because there's no information on it. We ain't heard nothing. Outside of Sheikh Jassim's couple of tweets, nobody reliable has said anything. People are going to be interested in Manchester United. That makes all the sense in the world. That's not a surprise. But yeah, like I said, overall, it's a wait and see for some concrete news and an actual concrete offer. And then there's actually something to talk about, because then we'll know what the stake is. Hopefully it's 100% if it does indeed happen.
Do you think the timing is a bit off because it's like international break and stuff?
Oh yeah, of course. They don't know what to do. But then again, it's for Sheikh Jassim's the one who's like stated this. Like, why would he say that? Like, he's definitely, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but he's definitely been told that because he has no reason to lie. He has zero reason to tweet that for what reason.
So where does this put Ineos though? Where does this put them?
That's the whole conversation. Who knows? I don't know if this investor, like I said, are they a third party? Are they trying to have? Are they trying to have a stake themselves? Are they trying to buy Ineos' stake? Are they trying to buy the Glazers' part of proportion of the football club? Are they trying to take over 100%? Because nothing's.
That's the one thing that doesn't make sense to me, though. Like that's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. The thing that genuinely doesn't make sense to me is the fact that, like, first of all, timing. But that if Turkey Al Sheikh, you are correct. If Turkey Al Sheikh tweets it, then he's just not making up stuff. Like he knows what he's talking about.
You don't know. He ain't got a clout chase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no. He don't need he don't need nothing to
he
like
don't
that.
need to, like,
Don't
you're
need
already
nothing,
the guy.
bro.
Like I said, I'm a boxing fan, so man already knows about like how he maneuvers and what he does. So he has heard that, and like I said, he came out the day after and said it's not him and it's no one from his country, but he's like, this is what he's heard.
Yeah,
I would guess because of the amount. The amount of money we're talking about, I would guess. If I was taking an educated guess, it's 100% because of the amount of money that we're talking about here. Because we know what it's like over in the Middle East. Like,
were they not quoted as 5 billion, right?
I've heard a lot of different numbers, but yeah,
so,
we're talking 5 billion, 6 billion, like that's 100%.
If it's 5 billion, 6 billion, I don't think that's 100%. I think United is worth more than that. I think you guys are way worth more than that. And the truth is, I think that 5 billion would probably be the what's the name, the Glazers. I think that would be their portion.
But here's the thing, though. Didn't Ineos sign a contract? Didn't Ineos sign a contract for 3 years where they're gonna handle football stuff for 3 years, or am I bugging?
Yes, they did. But they did again, Husam. You don't know the fine details of that contract.
No, but Dio, I want actually Flawless to just educate us on this. Is it a 3-year contract or what exactly?
In regards to the contract, I'm not actually 100% sure, but let's say it is the 3-year deal. Let's say it is. 5-6 million changes that. Money talks.
Yeah, because again, Husam, you can sign the contract to run the footballing of the club, but then when it comes to the financials, in that contract, there could have been a fine line that says if a buyer comes in these 3 years and offers the right price, we are selling.
Yeah,
like we are going to
like a release clause.
Yeah, a release. Yeah, that you can always have things like that in those type of contracts. So
okay, so if the Arabs come in, then Ineos ain't controlling the football side anymore.
No, I think if I'm again, this is just an educated guess. If whoever from them, whoever it would saying it's the UAE. So if it's the UAE, I think it will be an 100% sale. I don't think they're trying to do business with the Glazers. I don't think they're trying to do business with Ineos either. I think they'd want 100%. Same way Turkey Al Sheikh in boxing. Like he's not joined and it's like, all right, well, he's partnered up with Matchroom and stuff like that, but it's 100% like him. Like he's not working consistently with one promoter. It's all of the promoters just to put on the best fights. So I'm guessing you'd want to take, like, you look at Newcastle, 100% like owned. Same with Manchester City. I think they would want the same with Manchester United as well. And maybe Ineos are looking at it and going, hey, this is tougher than we thought. Jeez, you got Jim Ratcliffe out here doing interviews and things of this nature. It's like, right, I'm being criticized. He didn't have to do this anywhere else. I don't believe at Nice. I don't believe at the Swiss club he owns that he's ever said anything. Now you got to come out and back the manager and all this stuff. And even the interviewer's pressing you when you're not answering questions. He does what content people do it, not necessarily on here, but in content creator space. When someone gets asked a question and they answer it, and he go, that's not, I've said that to people, that's not why I asked you. And that's what he said, because when he mentioned all the 3 years, he said, oh, I'm going to give him 3 years.
I've been a part of a couple of those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, no, that's not why I asked. Like, you can't pull the wool over my eyes. You feel me? Like, it's ridiculous when the interviewer asked him and said, will Amarim be here to the end of the season? And then he said, certain, he's a nice guy. And the interviewer said, that's not why I asked you. It's like, you can't even commit to the guy being here to the end of the season. But that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, with the ownership, of course, I've wanted Manchester United 100%. Like, whoever bought us even before Ineos, I said 100% sale. And that wasn't because I wanted big billionaires to take us over, Manchester United to go and sign every single player. I just want ownership who want what's best for the football club in regards to on the football pitch. I want the football to be first. We are Manchester United FC in name only. It's like it's just Manchester United business. That's what it is. It's just finance. Like, we not football being the numero uno thing is not at the forefront. And I said this from when Ineos took over. They did a deal with the Glazers. So you want what's best for the football club, right? But you did a deal with the people who have us in this mess. All right, bet. Sure. Make that make sense. Okay. What, Vale?
The thing is, for
before
me,
you carry on, how does that not make sense, Vale?
You're gonna hold an outside group that want the best for the club to try to get into the club. How else do they get into the club?
Don't get into the club if you want what's best for the football club. You don't allow the Glazers to stay.
Nah.
Of course, it's Ratcliffe said in his first interview, the first ever interview. This is why I killed this dead. In his first ever interview, spoke in depth about how far Manchester United are away from the top on the pitch and also off the pitch. So who's overseen that? You've gone and done a deal with the people that have overseen that and allowed our club to become a mess. And I'm supposed to believe you want what's best for the football club.
But if they want best for the club, they can't just then stay outside of the club. If you want to change something,
I'm saying stay outside of the club. It's not
Vader,
worth so hard.
but that's not helping the club.
No, but Vader, you have to realize.
Do you think they help Manchester United?
The club was rotten on the pitch.
The thing that doesn't make sense to me is something that
the club was
it's
rotten
completely opposite of what Vader said, by the way. There is something that doesn't make sense, but it's completely different. By the way, guys, speaking of what doesn't make sense, what doesn't make sense is we're not even at 100 likes yet. So have some shame, close the live chat, and hit the like button. Speaking of doesn't make sense.
Ineos,
the thing is, Dio, let me speak.
I was speaking before you jumped into now. I was speaking when what is wrong with you? It's your show. Let us speak. You can talk again tomorrow. You go live after this. I was saying, like, Ineos, right? They recognize that the club was messed up on the pitch and off the pitch, right? Which is the business side and on the pitch. And then you choose to only go and run the footballing side. Of course, the business will suffer. And if the business suffers, it will still trickle down to the football. So that was a wrong move to step into business with the Glazers in the first place. You're either buying the Glazers out totally and removing them from the whole thing, which is why, again, if you look at any club that has a single ownership, it's easier, like, and the owners want the best for the club. That club is probably well run, better than having a group, regardless of how you look at it.
Thank you, Dio, for saying what I said, but smile. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. There we go, man.
Is, because that's again,
breakdown of what I said.
Sir Jim's first interview, I remember I saw that interview. He did mention that, yes, United are far away on the pitch. They're not playing the football they're playing. And even internally, there's so many things that are so broken. But you're only signing the deal to take care of the football. Like, bro, what about the broken side on the inside, the structure, the base, the foundation?
Oh, so Dio, if I hear this correctly, because you're in agreement.
Just a quick update for the Chelsea, by the way. Jamie Gittins assist. Tyreek George just scored against Andorra under 21s. Up the Chelsea. Up the fucking Chelsea. Sorry, Vader.
He's getting English.
No one gives a fuck.
All right, okay.
Chelsea care. Sorry, Vader.
You know what this reminds me of? When someone in the chat, when I was doing MHF earlier, was like, Bomba, and it's Chelsea signing a fucking 16-year-old.
No, you signed someone again?
Yeah, some 16-year-old random kid. Go look at Fabrizio. It was an initial... Big up to Aslan, who says it was an initial 18-month period where the Glazers could not sell, which has passed. They can now sell and drag Ineos with them if Ratcliffe can't match the UAE bid. Now, here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Before I interrupted Dio, and then Dio interrupted me after I interrupted him, so I stand corrected. The thing that doesn't make sense to me is UAE already own Manchester City. So are they just competing against themselves or what? Like, what's that's the thing that I just don't get. Like, are they going to own two clubs in the same city and country?
No, but we don't know if it's UAE yet. We don't know if it's UAE.
We don't know, but there's more than one billionaire in the UAE, I'm guessing. This is just me taking a while.
Wallace, you can't be telling Husam, who knows about that region better than him. He knows. He says all the money comes out of the same place.
I said it was a long shot, man. It was a long shot. It might go over the bar, man. You feel me?
The only way it could be that way, if it's Dubai owned.
Maybe.
If it's a Dubai sheikh, then it makes a difference.
Yeah, there's millionaires out there.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not. But I'm just waiting on some form of concrete offer. But yeah, back to what Ineos was saying. I know they didn't want what's best for the club because you allowed the Glazers to stay. Like 100%, everybody was in agreement. No matter who you wanted, that 100%. The Manchester United fans, that 100% sale was the correct thing. No matter if they wanted Sheikh Jassim, whether it's someone else, whether it's Ineos, whatever the case may be. If Ineos would have took over 100% of the club, I'd be much less critical of them. But you don't have the funds to do it, so stay away. But you want what's best you want what's best for yourself, which is fine. But then don't lie. And then what he said about the Glazers get a bad rap. They're passionate about the football club. This is what he said. All right, okay, sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Bet.
Here's the
Two things can be true.
thing.
Say that again. Two things can be true. So do you
things can
think?
be
All right.
true.
So let me ask you, Vader. Do you think the Glazers are passionate about Manchester United being successful?
Vader, why do you gaslight so much? Why?
Oh, I know that
I'm
ain't what I think
gaslighting.
it is.
I
Right.
don't gaslight. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Or maybe bring up the group chat from the weekend. Oh, we beat Liverpool. We beat Arsenal in Liverpool. That counts as London, dickheads.
All of this just because you couldn't admit that Vader's the biggest gaslighter. You know it deep down.
No. I said you two are the two-man power trip, like Triple H and Stone
Bro, that's
Cold.
a lie. Everyone knows
That is
Vader
true.
gaslight better than me. 100%.
No, the fact that I do it better than you is different from being a bigger gaslighter.
Husam, you agree that you gaslight, but Vader does it better than you. That's
No,
you agree.
everyone
my
here
point.
gaslights.
I'm efficient.
Okay, watch this. You want me to be honest? I think I gaslight, Lewis gaslights, and Flawless gaslights, but to a way smaller extent than
I do
Vader.
not gaslight.
No,
Just a little bit.
I
Just
don't know
a-
how I got
don't
drafted.
gaslight.
no.
I
Lewis
really
doesn't
don't.
gaslight. Lewis reps his
I don't
club.
gaslight.
Husam gaslights because he plays host and plays guests on many channels, and you know how he likes to manipulate. I'm just efficient. I'm like Holland. When I gaslight, it's effective, but I don't spam it
Well,
like you do.
You do it at an extreme high level. Actually, you do it at.
I'm
Yeah,
accurate
so that's
with
my
it.
point.
I'll
He
admit
doesn't
that I'm
have to do
accurate with
anyone.
it.
I'm glad
I'm
at
with
least you
you.
admit it.
Let's do
You
a
got there.
poll. I want a poll. Let the community.
Okay, here, I put up a poll. Biggest gaslighter, Vader, Husam. There you go. Happy now?
You spam.
Well, yeah,
You spam your gaslighting.
like I said, man's been on it with these lot with Ineos. That granted, they've done good things while they've been here. Okay, misunderstood. It's not all been bad, but
They're doing Vader X gaslight.
yeah, man, that's Vader for you, man. Vader is
That's
Haaland,
ridiculous.
man. He's at an elite. Like he broke all the records.
That's up there with X cigarettes as well. That's up there,
Yeah.
right there. X gaslight. I love it.
Yo, shout. Vader is, like I said, elite at it. Elite. 100%.
But here's where I catch Flawless.
As
Here's where I
shameless
catch
as
him.
I am, I have never ever defended the Glazers, Vader.
No one's defending them. No one's
That's
defending
literally
them.
what you're doing, though, on a indirect way.
No, not an indirect way.
Okay, explain it. Here, no one interrupt him. Explain it.
No,
Explain.
No one interrupt. Okay, thank you. I'm getting the Husam treatment. I first came off mute because of when Flawless was talking about Ineos. But in Flawless's own words, he said, you know what? Ineos have done some good work. They've actually done some good things. So my point is, they doing business with the Glazers doesn't mean that they should have stayed away from the club if they didn't have the betterment for the club in mind. Because they've come into this club and they've made improvements. So sometimes it's better to have partial custody than no custody. And I think that's what that was Ineos' plan coming in, even though they did the deal with the devil or deal with the Glazers.
Don't deal with the devil like that. Don't do it like that.
Okay, all right. Deal with
Yeah,
the
no,
Glazers.
Have you ever heard?
Yeah.
Vader,
No,
have you ever
don't you
heard
know? But the thing is,
Vic, have
this
you
is
ever
not a
heard the ones you
child,
don't
man. There's no
negotiate with
partial
terrorists?
custody. This is not. This is
Yeah,
Manchester
you don't
United. We're talking
negotiate
about
with
terrorists.
terrorists. You don't. You've heard that statement before. You don't negotiate with terrorists at all.
Now,
You
Vader
just
would.
Okay, now the Glazers are terrorists. What are we doing?
Absolutely, they are.
No,
When it
no, no.
comes to
What I mean by
Manchester
that,
United,
what
they
I
are.
mean by that is there's certain types of business, regardless of your intention, your feelings don't count. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Facts.
If you know you're not
Tell
going to be
them
able to get into that place and make the change that is necessary across the board, not just on
Dial,
the pitch.
you didn't
but
hear what
in
I
the
said.
system. No,
You didn't hear what Flawless said. They've
I
made
heard that.
improvements. They've improved on the club. Intentions on
Yeah,
wanting
well, that-
betterment for United.
Yeah.
They've actually shown that.
They have
Okay.
in part same way being in a bad. If you're in a bad relationship, the girl's not all bad, but it's still a bad relationship.
So they've made
So,
improvements,
we're
and
talking
obviously
about-
they need
yeah.
more time. But I heard.
No. You think
Alright.
they need more time? I don't think they need more time.
All right.
Like,
So
that's
all
what
I
you
heard
think.
was
Yeah.
all I heard was Ineos shouldn't have made a deal with the Glazers.
No,
That's
don't do
what
a
I
deal.
heard.
No, don't do a deal with
Okay.
someone that has the place going backwards. No,
Oh,
don't do a
okay,
deal
and-
with them. No, like
all
that's,
right, and
that's
as
the-
backwards-
that's the
You're not
difference.
taking
Oh my
If
God.
you're
That's
not
the
taking
difference
As
between
backwards
me
as
and you.
United were, as backwards and has
If I have a genuine issue with someone, major issue with them, someone in this like, content creator space, Manchester Bob, and everyone knows me and Manchester Bob get along, and we supposed to be brethren, and you go work with Manchester Bob, I'm looking at you funny. What we thought is just that
okay,
simple.
No, I hear
I'm
that
looking at
analogy,
you.
but
Don't want what's best for you. Don't want what's best for me because you went and worked with someone who's my numero uno up, and you know he's my up.
but the
Someone who's
but the
done their
difference
best
is
to tear
no.
me down. What's
No,
the
but
difference?
because your analogy is very different because you want to think of the love for the club or the want for United to be better. So Ineos on their side, they can't influence the club unless they're involved with it. You're telling me Dial's in
influence
agreement. Hold, let me just finish. You're telling
No
me in
influence.
Dial's in agreement that Ineos should have said, you know what? I want betterment for United, but I'm just going to keep my hands away. I want the betterment for the club, but I'm not going to do anything about it. And I don't get that. It doesn't compute.
That's not what I said. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on, Flores. That's not even what I said. Again, you want to hear stuff and understand, interpret it your own way. That's the way you want to interpret it. What I said was, if Ineos knows that the club is bad on the pitch and off the pitch, which means business-wise, management-wise, and football is terrible, and you want the betterment for the club, which means you want the betterment across the board. If you're not able to take over across the board, there's no point testing the waters and fixing just the football when the management side and the business side is still being run by the people who are taking the club backwards, because it will trickle down on your football. At the end of the day, your good will be evil spoken of. That's what I mean. So you're either going to go all in or not. Don't go in halfway where you can control just one aspect. I can hire the manager, I can buy the players, but you know what? I can't decide how the club is run. If that part breaks down, it will trickle down on your football. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it was, for me, from the outside, it was a bad business move. What they should have done is gone and partnered with somebody else, got more money, and come in and bought the Glazers out. 100%. That's what I would have done as Ineos. I'd have said, okay, I have 1.5 billion. I'll bring in another billionaire or two. We join our monies together. We come, look at Clear Lake. Clear Lake came in. There's a group of them, take over the entire thing, and then begin to run it from there. But if you still
have a different example.
But I'm saying, but if you still have the people who are taking the club backwards, running one aspect of the business, it's like you running a business, Vator, and you have a guy who keeps on stealing money from your company. Then you bring in an auditor to come fix it, but he's only going to check the logistics side. He's not going to check finance and.
Why are we doing all these different extreme examples, though? You guys are choosing to ignore my point.
I get your point, but I'm saying my point is your point, but your point does not. Okay, has Manchester United been better since Ineos joined them? Yes or no?
Yes. They've improved. Out of Flawless's own words, said they've gotten better.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
So there's been no. Okay, hold on. Let me be clear, because my bad.
No. Answer Dial's question. What was
Dial's question?
Again, please. Dial, ask him again.
I said, has Manchester United improved since Jim Ratcliffe joined them?
Have they improved since Jim Ratcliffe? Yes, they have.
What's improved?
How have they improved?
It's not the business. Yeah, it's not the business. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to finish. Has the business side not improved? I just saw revenue numbers that came out through the club. I just saw a reduction in redundancy with regards to staffing. I just saw that people were analyzing body language finally get sacked.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Manchester United have just posted their 6th straight revenue loss. 6 straight revenue loss back to back. I'm looking at their stuff right now. Don't give me
Dio, the revenue loss. No, the revenue loss is not as extreme as it's been in past years. That is the point. There's improvement. You're going to look at just is revenue
again. You are talking. See, what Ineos came in to do is to fix the footballing side. The financial side is still being run by the Glazers. That's what my argument is. So Ineos doesn't have.
It's clearly not true though, Dial, because Ineos are the ones that have been doing with the redundancy. Ineos have been the ones that have been improving on all of that.
Okay, I hear you. United have improved. They are way better than they were.
The point is, have they improved? Do you want to throw in way better? That's a different conversation. The point is they've improved, and whether you guys want to agree or not, I'm just saying this.
Have we improved?
Wait, Flawless. Am I going crazy? Haven't you said that Ineos have done good things at your club?
Yes, they have, but that doesn't mean we've improved overall.
No, not overall. Hey, no. I'm not doing the overall. Don't throw in the overall.
That's the question he asked. So I asked Dial's question for a third time.
That's what I said. I said, have Manchester United improved
overall? Okay, my bad. We should have did this earlier. If he's saying had they improved United overall, no. In 1 year, no. New ownership's not going to improve United overall. No.
Okay, cool. So we got there then. So no, Manchester United haven't improved, and it's not a surprise that Manchester United have.
No, they have improved, not overall, but they have improved.
Is the aim of the game. When your ownership of something improving overall is the aim of the game.
I don't think as disastrous as United were, you're going to improve them overall with 1 year of ownership or partial ownership.
Because you got this patience thing in it. But here we are. You feel me?
Okay.
All right. So how long we gonna give them? 2 years, 3? It's been longer than a year, by the way.
I don't know, but I would expect that you're probably
it's been longer than a year, by the way.
Okay, longer than a year, but I would expect this type of criticalness with if you get the Sheikh come through in ownership, then you'd want whatever the timeline is for this critical thinking of Ineos to be like this new ownership. If you do get taken over by new ownership, all right, let me see United be better overall within a 1 year and a bit.
Which is more than
you guys aren't going to be thinking that way.
Let's get a time frame right before you go down.
Do you realize that it's easier for United to become better overall when they have one ownership than when you still have the Glazers running something?
That's not the point I'm making, Dial. The point that I'm making is I want that same critical timeline, get this done in a year plus or whatever Flawless was saying with the new ownership.
And if we do get taken over, I want the same patience from you then, because it's only been a year. So I don't want to hear any criticism if it is a new ownership from you, because it's been 2 years. So I don't want to hear nothing from you about.
Oh, I'll be consistent. The question is whether you'll be consistent.
When am I not consistent, Vale?
No, my question would be whether you would be consistent with new ownership that you want, and them not being able to turn United around overall in this short amount of time.
Well, you can do. That's really easy to do. To be honest, it's not tough to improve Manchester United because of where we're at.
We just saw Chelsea. Chelsea didn't turn it around in a short amount of time.
At Chelsea, when Chelsea got taken over, are they the standard of where Manchester United are now?
And apart
you
from
got to phrase that in different way. I'm confused about what you're saying.
When Roman Abramovich was sanctioned and they got taken over, Chelsea aren't where Manchester United are now.
Yeah, we were intercontinental.
They're not coming off two of their worst. They're not coming off two of their worst ever Premier League finishes. They're not a complete mess, not only on the pitch and also off the pitch as well. So yes, improving Manchester United is not tough. You know what? It improves Manchester United in regards to win back-to-back games. That's an improvement right there. The ownership does that. Hey, you know what? That's a step in the right direction.
Oh, that's going to be accepted if you just get back to the
right direction. No. I didn't say accepted. Don't put words in my mouth. I said improvement.
Step in the right direction.
Okay, but you guys are ignoring the step in the right direction when I want to talk about.
Go on.
Mention what it is that Ineos has done. Just tell me one thing.
Can I make my point, please?
Yeah, go on.
You didn't like Husam interrupting you. The point is in terms of step by step. When I made mention of the redundancy or even things that have been improved. Okay, all right.
I agree with that.
Cool.
You know this
step by step.
But that doesn't mean just because I don't rate ownership doesn't mean it's always bad. Same way Dial mentioned it right at the start of the stream. Just because I think a player's terrible doesn't mean he plays terrible every game. I can still think he's a terrible player, but that doesn't mean he plays terrible every game.
No, but we got here in the end. So in the end, improvement overall would be expected of whichever new ownership
I can't believe
would
we have to add overall. It's crazy, but we move.
Well, I pointed out improvement, but you guys were telling me overall.
Yeah,
but
because it wasn't enough. Because it's about overall.
Okay, that's what I just don't think, in my opinion, I don't think you get there within a year and a bit. You do, and I'm going to expect that with the new ownership.
Whoa, stop that. Get where in a year and a bit. Bear in mind, it's been almost 2 years. But go on, get where.
Ineos are going on 2 years of partial ownership.
Yes, I think it's 2 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2 years of partial.
I'll ask the question again, Vay, or get where are we supposed to get to within a year and a bit, or a year or whatever, or 2 years?
Well, in 2 years, you're supposed to get your manager that you're going to back, right? You're going to get this style of play that you want. You're going to want these results, and you're going to want trophies. You're going to want it all. You're united.
So style of play, not necessarily trophies within 2, but not necessarily. But the things
you were in a final last year under this ownership.
The basics, yes. The things that you just mentioned there, that's what I want from my ownership, the basics. That's it. Okay. That's the start right there. Do the basics.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there, which they don't do. Which cannot be denied. Because the way they've managed the 2 managers that they've had has been absolutely atrocious. Never mind their approach to hiring a new manager as well. But that's a whole different conversation.
Sorry, but am I not wrong that the first manager was under previous ownership?
Yes, but they chose to back, but they made a mistake. That's why I include him in that, because they chose to get rid of him. Then because their attempt to replace him was so awful, they then went back to him, and then they backed him, and then hired 2 managers, and then ended up sacking him. And then after all this happened, they hired a new guy. The ownership said, hey, we did take too long with Ten Hag. We should have sacked him sooner. And then they made the same mistake again. Basics. Well, I could list off. We could be here for the next 2 hours, and I can list off what Ineos did wrong with just Ten Hag alone. Don't even have to include Amorim.
Okay. All right.
Like let's go. Like I do my due diligence and my research with these lot as well. I pay attention to it. I just don't always talk about it a lot because it infuriates me. But the way they've dealt with the managerial side of things actually actually overrides the good they've done, because they've been so horrendous in this department. Because other departments actually don't really have too much of an issue with them, to be honest. My main issue with them is two things. One, managerial side of things, which has been the absolute worst I've ever seen. Like since they've got in up until this point, they have done. It's like they're Liverpool. It's Liverpool fans telling them what to do. It's that bad. The decision making in regards to the managerial side of things is like they are linked into Husam, and Husam's telling them what to do to sabotage Manchester United. It's been that bad and it's been that awful. I can't believe the mistakes they've made, and I can't believe people have allowed. They've literally made the same mistake going into 2 seasons. When the question about the manager is when he'll get sacked, not if. How is that? We're not even talking about him potentially succeeding. We're talking about, all right, he's going to fail here. It's literally been a topic of conversation on this channel and many content creator spaces, including mine, of, when the manager gets sacked. People said October, November, December. Oh, he's not making it till Christmas. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, the list goes on, and that, like I said, that overrides the actual good they've done in regards to the transfer market, in regards to the cutting the staff, the new stadium. I don't have issues with those things, but the main thing is Manchester United Football Club and getting results for the football club, and we have gone backwards on the pitch at a horrendous rate. And you've added talent, so you've added more talent. The squad's getting better on paper, and we're getting worse. We are going backwards at an alarming rate.
But flawless. If I'm listening correctly.
Maybe
Dio wants to agree because he seems to hear everything as well. Aren't you just a manager of way?
Yeah.
So the fix isn't that diabolical. The fix isn't that far out there. You're just a manager away. So they need to get that right. But you talked about the improvement in terms of you've gotten better talent-wise. You talked about all the things off the pitch would have been pretty good. Maybe the thing that they've been most consistent in getting wrong is on the manager side. But once they do that.
But here the thing is, I can only go off what they've done previously, and it's been horrendous. They've got it so far off. And also, as well, another thing is their stubbornness with it as well. They don't want to admit they're wrong, and that's a terrible way to do business. They do what you'd like to do all the time and lead with feelings and emotion on what they think rather than the actual facts of the matter.
Whoa,
that's what it is. You heard exactly what I said. You like that, all the fans and all this. You tried all that. This is why you back Ten Hag. You forget we do a weekly show at times. I remind you, Vader, we do a weekly show. Me and you, United States. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV. You back Ten Hag for time and backed Amarin for time. The footage is there.
No. Here's the difference.
Based off, and there was no substance to it. It was all feelings.
No, that's not true. This is I'm supposed to be the gaslighter. You're not supposed to say, Vader, you do this all the time. That's not what you do. I'm supposed to be doing that, but I don't do that. I don't say, flawless, this is what you do. I don't do that. But I back what I do conversation wise when we do have the convo weekly. Please tune in. Is when I say they are probably looking at it this way. They might be taking this approach with regards to things. So it's not necessarily backing. It's me taking a step back.
But it's a bad approach, though. It's a bad approach.
That's it. It's a bad approach.
It is. Listen, again, if you look at what they've done with the previous managers, hold on. Let's look at see. Vader, if we're going to go by what they've done before, right? Because that's all you can judge a person on. The way they've handled Erik ten Hag, when they brought in what's his name again, Ruud van Nistelrooy, like the things that they have done, the choices that they have made managerially, right? And the amount of time they're giving to Amarim. What makes you think that the next manager that they get, when you say their manager, it might not also be the wrong manager that they'll give another 1.5 years to, and then they'll get another wrong manager that they'll give another one because of how they already do things. So the point is, if somebody has broken into my house a couple of times, the next time I see you on my street, I'm afraid you're going to break into my house again. You've done this thing consistently. How can the fans trust that you're going to get the right manager? Is the question. You can only judge them by what they've done. That's all I'm saying. I'm not being critical. Like, if they had, for some reason, gotten rid of Erik ten Hag earlier, right, and brought in somebody else, and maybe after one season, because again, why try and get rid of the manager? Talk to other managers, then go back and keep him. It was public news that they were getting rid of him, and then they came back and then brought him and kept him back again after talking to other managers. Like we literally were watching them real time. Speak to other managers, waiting for the new manager to come in. That alone messes with the psyche of the team, the club, the backroom staff, everybody, not knowing who is going to lead you. That is bad leadership. Simple, plain and simple. It's not, there's no mathematics there. It's 2 + 2
and like that, and that's where it stands from now in regards to it. And then also on top of that, there's stubbornness. and I can't deal with people who are doing business and are emotional and stubborn and don't want to be wrong. Bear in mind, you're in the footballing space. If you get the next manager right, no one's gonna care about him. They get the next guy right, but it's like, all right, we're just gonna stand on this, and we don't want to be wrong. And you did it with Ten Hag, and then you're doing it now with Amorim, and it's crazy. And on top of that as well, not only the stubbornness and your absolute just terrible approach to the managerial side of things, you did a deal with the devil. Supposed to know, like, you did a deal with the main up, like, simple as that. So I'm never going to like you because of that, point blank, period. Like, I know what that is. People can say what they like about it. Oh, you did a deal with the people who have ran us into the ground for the past 2 decades. Even being in a successful period. What? So they've not ran us into the ground. Go on, tell me the Glazers have done well under us. We've done well under them, their ownership.
No. It's deteriorated over time, but you did have some glorious moments with the Glazers, though. But you did have some glorious moments. You did have some glorious moments.
No, we won in
the
spite of
Glazers
them.
ownership.
This is what we've had this conversation. We won in spite of them.
It's
we
word choice, but they were owners at the time.
No. We won in spite of them. And if we had better owners, we probably would have won more. We had 2 GOATs in their fields in Sir Alex Ferguson and David Gill. That's why. In spite of.
Okay.
It's like us 5 being here, and then the 6th person is a terrible content creator, and the show continues to go clear. We had success despite that person not being good. It's like if Ryan was here, for example. Us 5 are quality content creators, but the show goes clear. People like Ryan added to it. No, we had success in spite of him. That's what it is.
If Ryan was on this panel, he would have his input. This is
no, it'd be a terrible input. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
it's like we would be better without him. If we had another Liverpool, like a different person there in that spot, we'd be better than that. What we talking about here? How many times you had Ryan on your channel, Vale?
I haven't had the pleasure yet.
Oh, see, so you're not invited him yet. All right, bet.
Like I said, I haven't had the pleasure.
Yeah, you're not invited. How long you known him? 2-3 years now, and still not invited. All right, bet, man. Yeah,
don't,
okay.
Don't do that. Why is Flawless moving like this?
What? Don't do what? Don't stay
I said.
The
point is, I haven't had the opportunity to have him on the show.
Sure, man. I look forward to him being on your channel on the regular, man.
Where the hell is Ray Ray, actually? I haven't seen him in the comment section.
He was on, where was it, a couple weeks back? He was on my channel a couple weeks back.
No, I'm not talking about being on the panel. I haven't even seen him in the comment section.
Oh, see, I'm not sure. Probably waiting on
I don't know where he's been. Hope Ray Ray is okay. I'm actually going to text him now. Check it, that he's okay. I'm going to text him and check that he's okay. So have we agreed at the end that Vader's a gaslighter or what?
Oh, we know he's the gaslighter extraordinaire, man. The GLE himself.
Your poll's literally 50-50 right now.
I'll be honest with you guys, genuinely, no bullshit. This is the one poll where I completely deserve to lose. If Vader is not voted as the biggest...
Sway the audience, you fraud.
Hear me out. One thing, I listen, I'm a fraud, I admit it. But one thing we cannot lie about is the fact that Vader is a bigger gaslighter. That's just by definition. If there is one thing that this guy is elite at, it's the fact that he's a gaslighter. It's as simple as that. We cannot deny this. At this point, he is the Messi of gaslighters. I might be Cristiano Ronaldo, but I ain't Messi. That's all I'm saying. Like, you get me? Maybe I'm Ronaldo. Fairs, maybe I'm Ronaldo, but this guy's Messi. He's naturally talented at it. You get me?
So you're both 2 GOAT gaslighters then?
Yes, but who's most people's GOAT?
Right, well, yeah, there we go. That's my point proven. 2-man power.
Who's most people's GOAT? Be honest.
Depends on the person.
Lewis, don't do this. If I line up 100 football fans, 70% of them will say Messi. Let's be serious.
And just like that, you're losing the poll. You see what happens when you start moving fraudulent? Disgrace.
You wanna know who all is voting Husam? The dickhead Chelsea fans. That's who's voting Husam.
Yeah, you dealt with your gaslighting the most. That's why, bruv.
Shin kicker? Shin kicker? What?
Anyway, let me read these super chats. Anyway, let me read these super chats before we move on. Talk about Arsenal and Chelsea. Big up to Diallo. Glad to see you all coping with this dreadful international break. Habibi Husam, we can see it's been a rough week for you. Hang in there. 5 more days. To be honest, yes. No, there is nothing worse than an international break after your club loses. I promise you. This is the shittest thing ever. All 5 of us on this panel have experienced it, so everyone here knows exactly.
So, Husam, but you said next year's international break, you prefer to have like a 4-week international break one time. Imagine your team loses just before a 4-week international break.
But here's the thing: it's even though the period of the international break is longer, it's one less international break.
I
So
know,
by
but
definition,
I'm talking about the duration. And imagine your team loses just before the international. That's all. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, but then at least you can focus on watch-alongs and shit like this. You get me? So it's different. Nations League. You get me? Run it up. I'll be honest with you guys. Next international break, I'm completely doing watch-alongs. I'm just so serious. I'm just gonna give everyone time off. I'm just gonna do watch-along. You get me? Guys,
Nice.
stop tagging me about Jock. He's a bodybuilder. This is an Arsenal fan, by the way.
Mm.
I hear it. I've been saying the same thing.
Dio, you got nothing to say about that?
He's an Arsenal fan. He is entitled to his opinion.
What's your opinion on Gorkres?
My opinion on Gyökeres is he's brought a different dynamic to the team. I mean, honestly speaking, the last few games he's played with Bukayo Saka in the game has actually freed up Saka a lot more. Because again, defenders are not going to just ignore him because he runs into space. So just because he runs into space, he will drag defenders with him. We didn't have that before. If anything else, that creates space for Saka, creates space for other forwards. The likes of Eze, Saka. Allows people like Mikel Merino to crash the box.
So you tag Diallo in some good games for Gyökeres.
What I should tag him in some good games. What does that mean? Gyökeres doesn't carry the team on his head. It's a team sport. Everybody plays their part. So
that's all we heard Gyökeres was going to do when he joined, though. Rather's gone from
but he's
like,
already,
he drag two defenders away with.
But he is doing that. He is doing that, and which is why people like Saka getting one-on-ones, more one-on-ones. Saka has had more one-on-ones since his injury, and since he's come back, even before his injury. But
I mean, we were expecting a lot more output from Gyökeres.
Yeah, would you say?
No, of course. Like you see, the same way you expect more output, right?
Dio, has Diallo told you his thoughts about Gyökeres from day one as well?
I don't think he was a Gyökeres. I think he was. I don't think he
was the Sesko. Wait, Diallo, correct me if I'm wrong. Were you not a Sesko guy? I swear.
I'm not sure. Who
Diallo, correct me. But listen, speaking of Gyökeres, I do want to move on, talk about Arsenal and Chelsea. You get me, the two London clubs combined in the same section, because I want to ask: are Arsenal favorites and are Chelsea in the title race? That's the question that we are asking about both clubs. So big up to all of you guys. Please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And yeah, big up to all of you guys. Mr. Lewis, I'll start with him. Yeah, I'll start with Lewis. Yeah, Habibi, according to the fucking people who make who's favorite, your favorite. What do you want me to do?
That maybe by their definition of favorite, though. My definition of
that ain't me. Does Don Husam from Jordan define who's favorite in the fucking English Premier League?
For me,
am I that influential to affect the opinion of 7 fucking billion people around the world to who's favorite?
You are Liverpool are the favorites until the end of the season. That's the way I look at it. For me, the previous City were always favorites when they won it the year before. That's how I look at it. Now, until you lose it, you're no longer favorites. You're always the favorite. Look, every other person is challenging the favorite to take it away from them. That's how I look at definition. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, Arsenal are the favorites. Are Arsenal playing better than Liverpool right now? Yes. Do they look like they can challenge and take it from Liverpool? Yes. Am I expecting my team to go ahead and become the favorites at the end of the season by winning the league? Yes. But right now, the current champion who's holding it is Liverpool. So you are the favorites until you're no longer the favorites. That's my definition.
So wait, they're no longer favorites once someone else wins the title? Is that what you're saying?
At the end of the season, if they win, then they retained it and they were the favorites from the very beginning. You're always the favorite.
There has to be at least a 9 to 12 point gap before the favorites change or something.
Before the favorites, exactly. If it's always a gap of like 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, I can't say. Oh, it's when the gap is wide. And you can then say, oh, Arsenal are now the favorites because there's a 9 point gap, a 10-point gap, an 11-point gap. That's when you can say that. But now,
just for consistency, when you guys a couple of seasons ago were leading the league for so many days, did you have your club as favorites?
Yes, because we had an 8-point gap. But the minute the gap closed down, I was like, all right, we're no longer favorites now. City's catching up. You're no longer the favorite anymore. Anybody can take over at that point. So whenever it's that close, I don't call it. I can't call the team that is not the champion's favorites. I will still call the champion's favorites because the gap is very low. Okay. It's a 1-point gap, yeah.
Okay. Arsenal haven't been favorites for a very long
Are
time.
Chelsea title contenders?
It's I think 2 seasons ago was the
Yeah, until we're not. Yeah, I said we had to beat Liverpool to remain in it because I think it would have been like near 10 points off Liverpool if you guys had beaten us. But we beat you, and we're still within a decent distance of all of you guys. So yeah, I'd still have Chelsea within the title race. My energy has been we're here until we're not here.
Yeah,
we're still close enough. And to be honest, like, if our discipline was better, we'd be top of the league right now. So that's all the more reason for me to believe that we are still in this title race. It's our own indiscipline that has been the only difference why we're not top at this point.
Yep.
That's balanced.
Yeah, but
So
red card
I
against Brighton. We are favourites to win both of those matches, and we're the better team against Brighton before the red. Beat both of them, we're top. So yeah, we're in the title race.
I just want to make something clear to the chat. Hate me, love me, despise me. At least I'm the only one on this whole panel that actually shows chest. So let me speak. Let me speak. You ask me right now who's gonna win the league. I'll immediately say Liverpool are gonna win the league. No bullshit. No paragraphs. No monologues. Who's gonna win the league? Liverpool are gonna win the league. No problem. Directly.
They will say City though. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him credit for that.
It's not the City section right now.
You want to know why Vader will?
It's not the City section right now.
You want to know why Vader?
No. Don't address me. It's not the City section right now.
I give you credit now.
The only reason why Vader will say City flawless is because you did a predictions show with him and you'll expose him if he didn't. That's the only reason. If you did flawless, I promise you on everything I love. If you did not do that prediction show, this guy would not be saying City. I promise you on everything I love. That's the only reason. So I've got an Arsenal fan who's top of the league with the strongest defense, best squad in the league, telling me Liverpool are favorites till the end of the season because Manchester City were favorites, like as if we're comparing Slot to Pep. And I'm going to Chelsea fan.
No. But what did I say about Arsenal? What did I say about Arsenal? What did I say about Arsenal? Husam, bullshit.
I've got the City fan telling me
you 400 million. Chelsea fans to show chest about being in a title race. You finally got a Chelsea fan that's been consistent since May about being in a title race, and you're saying that we don't show chest. I've spent months arguing with Chelsea fans that we are capable of being in a title race. What the hell are you talking about?
Husam, I like your selective. I like your selective memory. I like your selective memory, Husam. I like what you do.
And we're the most recent team to win. So what?
Continue. I like your selective memory, Husam. I like how you like to select what you like.
Bro, we're not the favorites, Sam. This is the difference. You're the favorites. So you have to have that chest and say, yes, I am winning it. With us, this is our first season in the title race, so we're here until we're not here. It's completely different.
Okay,
Chelsea fans aren't even saying that we're in it. They're trying to run chill guy narrative.
Wait, okay, so Lewis has convinced me. He's right. Chelsea only have to be in the race this season. He's correct. I actually accept his explanation is very logical and I accept it. He's right. Chelsea this season only have to be in the race. Dio, why are you bullshitting? Tell me.
I did not bullshit you. What did I say? I said you are the favorites, and I said, what do I think of us now? We have to go and take it from you and win, and we're winning. I said we are winning. Did I not say that?
You're top of the league. Why are we favorites?
Again, I explain why. I explain why I called you favorites. Husam, if you don't listen, you will not hear again.
Salah.
I said the reason I'm still calling you favorites is because the point gap between me and you is 1 point. I said once the point gap goes beyond a certain limit, I will change my favorites to Arsenal. The reason you say that is because you're still the current champion and you're 1 point away from whoever's challenging you. That's why I still call you favorites. Does not mean that you're winning the league at the end of the season. I said we will win. But right now, the title of favorites still stays with you until that point gap for me becomes wider. Simple. How hard is that for you to understand? There's nothing.
Dio, who has the best squad in the league?
I have the best squad. I think, yeah, I have the best squad in the league.
Who's the better manager, Arteta or Slot?
Right now, I would say Slot because he's won something, and he's won a major trophy. So you say Slot. In comparison, he won. No. Again, because that's what you guys judge managers by. He won in the Dutch league. He's won in the Premier League.
But why is it about us guys? It's about you.
No, you're asking me, and I'm telling you what my yardstick is. My yardstick is as a manager, he has won. So I say he's a better manager because he's won, and Arteta hasn't. You ask me, and so you basically want me. I trust my manager, and I believe in Arteta that he'll get us over the line. Don't get that wrong. two things can be true. Does not mean that Arne Slot is not a better manager now. So when he does beat Arne Slot to the title this season, I can then say my manager has stepped up.
Wow.
Right? It's that simple.
And if he doesn't, you're Arteta.
If he doesn't,
so
then
cool
I find a better manager.
Because you're right route, remember Vale. So you should,
Yeah, this season he's got to do it. I just find it's pretty funny.
A few moments later.
That Husam's out here acting like he always talks with chess when it comes to his club. Like,
wait, Vale, was that you with the few moments later? Was that your? Was that your? All right,
yeah,
cool,
I got my production team on.
Yeah. Go on. Carry on.
When it comes down to this Husam guy, he's hilarious, right? And he wanted to say gaslighting. Listen, he gaslights at a high level. He spams it. He forgets. He had a whole movement last season. He would tell his whole chat, spam it in a tree, leopard in a tree. Like he was doing nonsense last year, and he would always tell us, at the start of that season, I had Arsenal winning the league. Well, okay, you had them winning the league, but then there's a point where who are favorites, right? And he kept running his narrative. He kept running his agenda. I know we're not talking about City right now, but I have Liverpool as favorites because of what they did last season without investment. And then they did investment. So you're still going to have them as favorites, even though they're 1 point off of top with Arsenal and what Arsenal are doing. That's not crazy to me, Husam. I don't know why you're reacting all wild when Dial's not quite comfortable, ready to say that Arsenal are favorites, given the club that you are, given the results that you had last season.
Right, we're winning the league, but we're not favorites right now. The favorite is still you, according to the definition of what a favorite is when it comes to football.
Wait,
right
you
now,
who?
I said Liverpool is still favorites, but I'm winning the league this season. And when I win the league next season, I'll be favorites. That's the way I define it. So I don't understand this whole trying to, you're trying to straw man me into
Liverpool lost 3 games in a row. How are you not favorite to the best squad?
So your loss does not determine that I become the favorite. You're still the favorite. You losing is on you. That's on you. It's on you to lose the position of being the favorite by the time the point gap gets larger. When it gets larger, I can then switch and say Arsenal are the favorites now. They have a large point gap, and Liverpool is playing badly. When it's 1 point in between, you're still the champion, right?
Dio, how many points you want? How many points do you want to be?
I think if it's the only time I can switch it to Arsenal being the favorites would be right after January, and if it was like a 8 point gap. That's when I would be 8 point gap was where I would be able to say, in January, February up until May, anything can still happen. But at that point, I expect that since we've been there at that stage before and messed it up, at this point I expect that we've learned from that mistake, to be able to hold that gap and just ride it on to the end of the season.
All right. So we got there at the end.
Yeah,
with the best squad, 8 point gap after January. That's when Dial would be comfortable saying he's favorites to win.
When you say
league.
best squad, you're talking about squad depth. When you say best in every position, of course, if you go head to head with certain teams,
no, I didn't say best in every position. No one's going to do that.
Yeah, so my point is we have a deeper squad, and which is a good thing for us. Again, we have maybe top 5 players in.
Dio, if you had the best at every position, you'd be saying favorites right now. I would have to say that.
That's what I'm saying. I would have to say that.
Yeah.
I would have to say that. That's a given. If I had the best in every position, I'll be stupid not to say we're the favorites. Again, people like Mo Salah can turn up at any time. Saka is great, but again, Saka is no Mo Salah. So Saka can get there eventually, but Salah can turn up at any time. We've seen the likes of what Isak can do. We know everybody's criticizing Wirtz now, but once he kicks in, you never know. And so for me, it's like,
is it okay to talk about Wirtz now, Dio?
No, not yet. We'll talk about.
Not yet. Still not. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll come back to Wirtz. We'll come back to Florian Skirt.
Wow, this guy.
Yeah. You know he's a Scottish skirt now. He's
Later, is there one day that has passed without you talking about Florian Wirtz? You sound like a really bitter ex right now. The guy rejected your club. Get over it.
The guy rejected my club.
I'm over all the players that rejected my club.
How about you keep Caicedo's name out your mouth for one day then?
I don't speak about Caicedo every day. That's a lie.
If he rejected you, get over it, mate.
Yes, we do. So yeah, man, that's it. You're still the favorite. So stop telling us stories that touch the heart.
I don't mention Caicedo every day. I just don't rate him as highly as the Chelsea fans do.
Oh, now you don't.
Chelsea fans are the ones that bring him to me.
This is why you're winning the poll. This is why you're winning.
I don't bring up Caicedo, bro. Like he scored against us.
I promise you, nearly every
Who
stream.
am I
I've
supposed
gone
to
on
say
has been
scored
on
the goal? Who am I
I've
supposed to
been
say
on-
scored the goal?
nearly
You did say
every
that you don't
stream
think he
I've
played.
gone
You
to
did
on,
say that
I've
you don't
gone
think he
to
played
on
well then.
Caicedo debate.
No,
Yeah,
I never
you-
said he didn't play well. That's a lie
But
again.
he said he did nothing special. That was
You
it, right?
did. I literally brought up the thing on MHF where you said all he did was score and he didn't do anything
Yeah,
else.
he said he did nothing special.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, because in my opinion, we beat us.
fair.
What?
Again, take
What?
it away from yourself. Thank you.
Yo,
So
Husam,
that's
I
my
hate
case.
you.
You wanna know? You wanna know
You
the
what?
problem?
Hold
Okay,
on, Husam,
let
you
me
what?
explain it to Flawless. Let me explain to Flawless.
You
No,
played
no,
like
no.
ass. Your team played
I
like ass.
actually think Flawless. I actually think
I wanna
Flawless
hear
will agree with me.
Wait,
Okay,
go
what-
on, go on,
what-
go on. Go on,
Let me
I'm
explain to
blocked.
Flawless. Because
I'm blocked.
Lewis is
I'm
not
blocked.
just butthurt that I'm not kissing his club ass. So let me explain to Flawless. So Flawless,
Yo,
when you're coming up against Achimpong and Badiashile,
yeah.
and then for the rest of the game, their centre back partnership is Reece James and Hato. And I'm saying the reason why Chelsea won the game is because we're so pathetic that Sanchez had his most comfortable game. How is that me being disingenuous? Tell me.
No, that's not being disingenuous. No, that what you just
So
said.
when
there,
I'm holding my club
that's
accountable for
Yes,
playing
you are.
against those four centre backs and
Yeah.
giving Sanchez his most comfortable game ever, and
Yeah,
that's me
100%.
disrespecting Chelsea.
Husam,
How?
No, that's not you
That is Husam. That is Husam. That is.
Because
Yeah,
you
so
said,
that's
because you
what
said
I'm
we
saying.
didn't beat you,
with
you
the
beat
talent
yourself.
that- Guys, let me explain it. See, the
You
problem
said
is
we
no
didn't
bullshit.
beat you, you beat
bullshit.
yourself.
Bullshit.
I
You
be,
said
the
that
reason
on
why I
straight
say
back.
Husam, bullshit.
yes, the reason why I say that
Bullshit.
is because we had so much talent out there on the pitch. We should be beating Chelsea, and we didn't. So my club is pathetic for allowing you to win.
So again, it's
Husam.
you taking it away from Chelsea and trying to use it as, oh,
here
Liverpool
we
just
go.
played badly. We didn't play well.
Husam, a bullshit. A bullshit, Husam. You guys have
Here
been
we
playing
go, guys.
exactly.
Subscribe
playing
to
exactly-
fucking Gunnar Lewis over here, just turning it on
You-
Arsenal fan. Oh,
you
give
have been-
Chelsea
Here we
credit.
go. Here we go.
Give
It's not
Chelsea
about-
That's how I know I
credit.
won this, bruv.
Oh, guys, give Chelsea credit. How
Well,
can I live without you giving
Yeah,
the
because we beat you
glory
again, bruv.
Chelsea
Last time you
credit?
blamed it on you winning the Prem. This
Validate
time you
me.
blamed it on you lot being bad. How about you just credit Chelsea for once?
Brother, of course I'm gonna blame it on Chelsea being bad when we came up against Achimpong and Badiashile with Isak,
Yeah,
Verts and
I think
Salah.
I think
How
it's a
is
mix
that
of both.
crazy?
Now
It's a
I
mix of
hear
both.
that for the forward line because they all
Flawless,
got cooked
don't do the
in the
fence thing.
midfield. How about you just
No,
credit?
but the thing is, it's
Moises
not a fence thing.
Caicedo?
It is a mix of both. Were Liverpool bad and didn't do enough against Chelsea? Yes. But were Chelsea also good in that game? Also, yes.
Okay, but here's the thing. Now I agree, but what percentages we talking here?
I think it was more so. I think they contributed heavily, not heavily, but they contributed a lot to you being bad.
Okay,
They
me
because they
personally, I
defended
think
because
it
they
was-
defended
Okay, let me give
well
you
when they
numbers.
had to
Let me give you
defend.
numbers, just
Go
so
on.
you know that I have given Chelsea
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think this was 70% Liverpool being ass and 30% Chelsea being good.
See, I don't think it was that. Nah, I don't think it was. I think you are being way too. That is being. You're not giving Chelsea enough credit because they defended well
Where
against
I'm
you lot.
coming in.
They defended well against you lot. Hato and Avchimpong and Reece James defended very well. Their midfield was good. Lavia was good when he got
Sam,
on.
bring up the
Caicedo
share
was good
screen,
as
my
well.
friend.
They was good. Like that's there's no way it was 70.
Bring up the share screen.
I got it. You know what? 70-30 the other way. I'm not gonna lie. That's just me though. I've got it 70-30 the other way.
Sam,
Fair.
That's
share
why I said it's a
screen.
mix of both.
Guys, is Lewis lagging for anyone?
You are a
No, it's
fool.
not. Stop
You
it.
are a fool.
Stop
A
it.
top gaslighter. Bring up the share screen because you want to say you didn't
Guys,
try
I
and
can't
downplay
hear
the
Lewis.
performance.
Why
Yeah,
can't
right.
you do it?
This guy's a fraud.
Play
This
the
guy's a
share
fraud.
screen.
Lewis,
know
I
you
can't
can
hear
see it.
you.
We
You
hear Lewis
fraudulent
loud and
fuck.
clear.
What's he saying?
Bring up the share
Hey,
screen.
hey,
Stop
hey,
it.
bring up the
screen.
Why
share-
is he doing this? Is he talking about Caicedo's shot?
You're a
Bring
fraud.
up the share screen. I
Let
know
me
you can
refresh
see
my
it.
stream. Lewis is
You're
muted.
a fraud.
You could see it. I know
This
you
guy
could
is
see
a
it.
fraud.
You're hiding in the background. That's where the share screen is. Bring it up. Forget, man's the king of receipts, bro. Bring up the share
Wow.
screen.
Yeah, to say it's
You can make another clip of this too, man. Don't worry. We're going to help
Yeah.
you out here. Rise up the share screen.
70-30 to Liverpool.
That's
is
crazy. Like that's a crazy
nice.
stat.
That
How
is
do you
mad.
like
Your man said 70-30.
You know-
the other way.
flawless?
Like
You know
Chelsea
what?
just
You
played
guys
off.
said Caicedo
Flawless,
did nothing
flawless. You know
good
what's
bar
crazy,
the
right?
goal. I got the clip right here.
You know what's crazy, right? Flawless. You know what's crazy
Yeah.
for me is the fact that
Go on.
Liverpool have been playing the exact same way since the beginning of the season against every other team. Somehow found a way to win, and then went up against the Chelsea depleted Chelsea team that you would expect them to still win against them with the way they've been playing as ass, right? But then they turn around. They turn around
Today,
and
like,
lose.
to be honest with
one
you,
thing that you beat
he
yourself.
was.
Dio, we
Amazing.
can't hear the share screen if you're talking.
Sorry,
Can
Dio,
I
one
be
second.
quiet, my friend?
One second.
Hey, like, to be honest with you, he was.
Caicedo didn't do anything special other than the goal the whole game.
Really? You don't think the tackles, the covering, all that? La, ya Sheikh, wallah lazim. You didn't watch today, Caicedo. Covering spaces, tackling, and covering. Man, that's what you are. So, what do you want more from a DM?
Wow,
other than
Norgard
covering?
can do that.
Man said he had a Norgard performance.
I love it, yo. Man doubled down, yo.
Wow.
But wait a minute. What from what I said in that clip is crazy?
Everything.
I said other than the goal.
Beta when it comes to Gaslight, you try and put him by himself.
He literally made.
I said other than the goals though. So
I can't
give
remember
credit
who
to
it
the
was,
goal.
but there was a time Liverpool got into the box and he got to the byline or towards them, and someone was gonna shoot, and he got back and he blocked it. I can't remember who it was. I think it was goal bound. It looked like
He was
goal
baiting the press
Some of
and
you
winning
know.
duels all game.
Yeah. Caicedo did
Everything you
more.
want from a top tier DM. He dominated the midfield so bad that whole midfield had to fuck off as the game was going. Gravenberch went centre back. Slobozai went right back. McAllister went off the pitch. All because of Caicedo.
Oh, yo, that's funny, man.
Husam is,
Well, I'm just saying, give my boys credit, man.
I think this
when
is
Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, the first thing I said was fair play to Liverpool. They deserved it. They were the better team from the start. That was the first thing I said before I cooked the rest of my team.
Okay. Here's the thing, guys. I stick by what I said in that clip. Other than the goal, I don't think Caicedo did anything special in that game. I'm holding my club accountable for not being able to beat Achimpong, Hato, and Reece James playing centre back. I can't believe that it's crazy for me to say that with all the talent we had out there, Sanchez could have had Shisha in that game, but I'm crazy for saying that.
No,
And
that
the
part is
reason when you say Chelsea caused it, the reason why I disagree is I think Slot caused it. I think our players caused it. I think our manager fucked up the team. I think our manager fucked up the team selection. And I think that's the reason why Chelsea, forget the fact that they beat us. Chelsea's goal wasn't even peppered. Chelsea, like, it's not like we hit the post and Sanchez made 3 saves or something. My issue with it is the fact that even with all the trash center backs that they had out there, we were still incapable of testing Sanchez. Yet it's crazy for me to say that other than Caicedo's goal, I don't think he did anything special. Because he didn't have to do anything special because we were shit.
No, you were incapable because they
But
defended
then on
well
the
against
other
you.
hand, you're
They
glazing
defended well
Enzo
against you.
Fernandez for starting basically every attack for Chelsea. So why weren't the same energy for him?
Yeah, because Enzo started the attacks.
And Caicedo was the one locking up the middle. So he deserves credit as well.
Yeah, but I never
Enzo's getting credit for his midfield performance, but Caicedo isn't.
The reason why Enzo's getting credit is because Enzo started every attack against us.
And Caicedo was the one winning all of his duels and baiting the press.
Baiting the press? What do you mean baiting the press?
As in, like, baiting your midfield in. It's even relevant for the goal. You see how he drags in McAllister and then beats him on the turn. Makes the space for himself and then
If you want
bangs
to
it
talk about baiting, then Gravenberch was baited by Enzo for the first goal. That's what leaves the space anyway.
Yeah, on the left side. On the right-hand side was McAllister.
He didn't
You get
bait
fucking
McAllister. He
Caicedo
beat
and
McAllister with the ball. He beat McAllister with the ball. He didn't bait him.
Yeah, he brought him in and then turned out. And then even then, he beat him in the duel anyway.
You know, guys, I realized something on YouTube. You can never win. I'm cussing my own club and I'm holding us accountable and people are mad.
No, we're not mad. It's not that part. It's
taking
not
it away from
Hey, we're
Chelsea.
all for it. Hey, if you want to criticize Liverpool, hey, we're all for that, man. I got a list of things that I can send you. You want to criticize Liverpool for? That's absolutely fine. What we're saying is that the taking away of what Chelsea did in that game. That's where it is. Like, as bad as Liverpool were, Chelsea contributed to that. Liverpool weren't bad just because of their own accord. Because other sides who didn't play as well as Chelsea, you would have drawn or beat in that game. You gotta just take away and say, all right, it was just all us and they did nothing. No, they played well. Them players out of position, they defended well. Because if you go there and win 4-5-0, we're here crashing on Reece James and Hato and Chimpong and Caicedo and Enzo, etc. So on the flip side, when it goes the other way, you have to give credit where credit is due. Salah's out there,
the stats prove it. The stats prove it as well. You can't just say, "Oh, you guys no," because Chelsea had more tackles, they had more interceptions than you, and they did what? They had more block shots than you. So they defended very well. You actually had more big chances than Chelsea created, and they blocked those shots. So you can't just say, "Oh, you guys were ass." No, defensively, they were sound with the people that they had. You call their defenders all fullbacks, you call them ass. They did more defensively than you did. The stats prove that. So it wasn't like you
only chance we created for Isak was the Salah cross.
Listen, again.
But Badia and Achimpong were blocking a ton.
Both of you had 12 shots on target.
From outside the box.
Both of you had 12 shots.
In the first goal, they both blocked, I think, Sobazai and somebody else on my side of the pitch because I was at the game. I remember that.
Again, you can't just sit there and be like, "Oh well, we did 70%. We're so ass, and that's why they won." No, defensively, if you look at,
I actually can say that. I don't have to agree with you. I can
you had more clearances. You know what that means? You guys had 26 clearances to their 12 clearances. You know what that means? They were in your box. That means they attacked you more. You had to do more clearing out. So don't make it sound like they didn't do nothing, because if you look at the stats speak totally different from.
I never said they didn't do anything.
How is
30% nothing?
Because if you look at, again, Husam, you both had 12 shots in total, right? You had 2 shots on target. They had 6 on target. It's not their fault that you can't keep your shots on target, right? Big chances. You created 4 big chances. They created 2, and they took their 2. You created 4. They created 2, but then they had more block shots, which means they blocked your big chances. So defensively, Chelsea were sound without their best defenders on the pitch. Offensively, they were peppering you guys, and that's why you had more clearances than they did, as in on the pitch. So it wasn't because you were asses, because Chelsea was way better than you on the day on the field. This is exactly how you've played as Liverpool from the beginning of the season, and you got away with it with every other team, and it was like, oh, this is what champions do. Then you've now finally faced a team, even though they were depleted, who were willing to step up to the plate to play you, right? And now you want to take away from that team and not give them their flowers. No, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here.
Yeah, well said. That was better than I could. Even brought the stats out.
Okay, stats don't lie, because we'll see what we see with our eyes, but the stats don't lie.
Dio, why do you say it like you're saying it for the 3rd time? Class, we get it. They had more clearances. Now here's the thing.
No, he's saying, Halas, we're the better team on the day. That's what he's saying.
That's all it was.
I have never
to take it down to clearances.
Now they're changing my words. I have never.
You said they had more clearances, great, and tried to move on.
I have never ever claimed that Chelsea were not the better team on the day. When did I say that?
You said
why we lie?
Focus more on Liverpool being shit.
Yeah, you downplay that. You downplay that impact.
First of all, I'm a Liverpool fan, so of course, I'm gonna focus on Liverpool being shit. That's number 1. Number 2, once again, with the talent that we had out there, we should have beaten Chelsea. And because we had all those talented players out there, and Sanchez could have had Shisha, I'm gonna go like, whoa, let's talk about how shit we were. That's completely logical. Now, I already gave credit to Caicedo for the goal. I said it was an unbelievable goal. I said the goal was great. I'm saying as a performance, because Liverpool left that donut hole in midfield, which I pointed out already 100 times, my issue is the fact that we weren't good enough in that game. That does not take credit away from Chelsea. I'm saying Chelsea deserved to win that game 100%. And the fact that I'm saying Chelsea deserved to win the game is the reason why I'm cussing out my team.
The thing is only to criticize Liverpool and not to credit Chelsea for noticing that and taking it as an advantage. Because that was all tactical. João Pedro pinning the centre-backs. Cucurella making the run inside into that space and then continuing to pin the centre-backs with João Pedro. That was all tactical. Enzo coming forward to bring Gravenberch with him. Tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, okay, خلاص. It's 60%, 40%. Happy now?
No.
Yeah.
60 Chelsea, 40%.
What
was the percentage you gave Galatasaray?
With Achimpong and Achimpong and Badiashile starting center backs, I'm sorry. I'm expecting my team to win, and we didn't win, and we deserve to get cost for it, and that's it. It's as
No,
simple
which
as
is
that.
right, and you
We
do,
deserve to
but
get
you
credit.
still have to also, like I said, it's the lack of credit to Achimpong, James, Hato, etc. because they perform too. As bad as you
No, I think
froze
he
on
actually
us.
lagged out.
were attacking, they defended well. Because if you lot would have went there and won 3-4-0, we'd be ripping them apart and talking about how bad they were. So on the flip side, you have to give credit where credit's due. Yes, Liverpool were awful, but Chelsea contributed to that. Because there's teams you would have beat with that performance. But Chelsea's quality on the day showed through.
Galatasaray.
So that's where it stems from. So was that what you say, Vega?
Crystal Palace. What was the percentage you gave in the UCL game? What was the percentage you gave in the Crystal Palace game? I mean, we're kind of seeing a pattern on how certain teams want to play against you.
First of all, don't try to be a smart ass waiter. There is no pattern. Like, you're literally just trying to gaslight right now. You get me? Here's the thing. We played a box midfield against Crystal Palace. We did not play a box midfield against Chelsea. That alone in itself is two completely different things. So that's number one. Number two, Salah was dropped against Galatasaray. He played against Chelsea and against Crystal Palace. Number three, Ekitike started against Galatasaray. He didn't start the other two games. Frimpong played right wing. He didn't play the other two games. So that's when I say you're so good. Like, you're trying to act like there's like this formula to beat like Liverpool. There is no formula to beat Liverpool.
What? Wait, hold on.
There is no formula because we went with 3 different formulas in 3 different games and lost all 3. And that's actually part of my criticism of Slot. And it's funny how, by the way, I wanted to speak about Arsenal and Chelsea chat, but they made it about Liverpool because we're massive. You get me? Because Carefree Lewis, you get me, aka Lewis the Gunner, wants validation for his club. I can't, as a Liverpool fan.
Your bullshit. That's all it was.
I can't, as a Liverpool fan, cuss my own club without him thinking I'm discrediting Chelsea.
You said Caicedo had a Norgard level performance. You fraud.
With the space that we left in midfield, Norgard could have dominated us.
Going back to that one little clip that you've got from the whole 90 minutes.
No, it's not one
great.
clip.
One freeze frame.
No,
Lovely.
it's not one clip. We left that space open the whole game because Gravenberch
You
was
only ever
playing
bring up one
RCM.
freeze frame.
No,
Have you seen that space empty in other games?
Because of Gravenberch license to roam forward, which I don't want.
You're a bad guy.
And which we took
Disaster.
advantage of.
Okay, so you just said you took advantage. What did you take advantage of? A Liverpool mistake.
Yeah, we use that to our advantage because that's the way you've been using him all
But if
season.
Liverpool doesn't make that mistake, you can't take advantage of a mistake that isn't made.
It's the
Was
way
that
you
mistake
utilize
exclusive in the Chelsea
team.
game,
We
Husam?
use
Was
the
that
way
mistake
you
only in
utilize
Chelsea
him,
games?
And we use that to our advantage. That's the whole point of tactics. You try and find holes in the opposition structure.
Habibi, I have no problem with what you're saying. You guys need to understand what I'm saying, okay? Because I feel like I actually understand what you guys are saying, but no one's understanding what I'm saying. All I'm simply saying is, if I look at the 2 starting 11s, with all due respect to the team that Chelsea had out there, Liverpool should be battering Chelsea. Even if we lost, let's say Liverpool lost, right? Let's say Caicedo scored that goal and the game ended 1-0 to Chelsea, right? But Liverpool peppered Sanchez's net and he made 4 or 5 saves and he hits the post and blah, blah, blah. I understand. Then I would say, okay, guys, it's different. But my problem is our performance was so shit that I have to say the reason why we lost the game is because we performed shit more than Chelsea made us perform shit because we made so many simple shit, stupid tactical and individual errors. So that's it.
Yeah,
I
would
understand
agree
what you
if
guys are
you weren't
saying,
going
but you're not
around
understanding what
doing
I'm saying.
I'd agree if you weren't going around on other streams for the whole of this week doing semantics about how Caicedo didn't do nothing bar the goal and how Chelsea didn't win, Liverpool lost.
Yeah.
These
But
are
here's
all
the
good
thing.
words, by the way.
I stick by that opinion, though. I haven't changed my opinion.
And
Your
this
opinion's
is
fine.
what we're questioning.
You can
Okay.
have your opinion. Can I ask a question?
I'm saying 70% Liverpool lost that game because with that lineup, we should be beating you.
And we're back to 70-30.
Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, just so Gunnar Lewis is happy, 60% Liverpool deserve blame. Happy now? 60%.
I think that's about fair. I don't think that's fair. I think it's
I
70,
think
but
it's the
that's
best you're going to get.
I don't even know what
just-
your percentage
Guys,
is.
I'm
I think it's 70%
cussing my
Again.
club out. I'm
Husam,
cussing my club
Husam,
out.
Husam.
I'm cussing my players out. You know what I said? I said no Liverpool player out there on the pitch deserves higher than 4 out of 10.
Agreed.
Do you understand how much I've cussed out these players?
But
I'm
that's
saying
because-
not a
that's because
single
Chelsea-
player
Chelsea-
deserves
Chelsea- that's
higher
because
than
Chelsea made
4
you
out of 10.
How good we
Chelsea
were.
players stepped up and made
Yeah.
you play a 4 out of 10. It is not because you were just that bad. None of your players got on the pitch and said, "I'm going to be bad. I'm just going to play
4 out of 10.
I'm going
We
to get on
played
the field
4 out of
and
10.
I'm going to miss a
There
sitter."
we
Nobody,
go, guys.
nobody.
There
not-
we go.
Your manager did not tell the players to get on the pitch and then be like, "Oh yeah, play a 4 out of 10 for me. Play a 3 out of 10." Oh,
Yes,
no.
but no manager
Chelsea-
does
no, no.
that. The
Chelsea
manager
players-
selected the wrong players on the wrong
Chelsea players-
team.
Husam, I will not let you do this. Chelsea players, as bad as they were on the day and as depleted
You've
as
not
they
let
were,
me do this,
were the
but
ones- yes,
Liverpool
no,
are
they were the
favorites.
They were the ones.
Watch his vim when he
who
talks
made
about Liverpool
were
his
the ones-
favorites, by the way.
They were the ones who made
Liverpool are
you
favorites.
play a 4
No,
out
no,
of
no,
10.
but flawless. It can't be him saying it because
Why can't you
Arsenal
say
are
Liverpool
top with the
favorites?
strongest squad in the league.
I simply said we're winning the league. Even though I call you the favorites, we are winning the league this season. I've said that clearly with my chest.
You're
and I'm
top
saying
of the
it
league.
again. I'm
You're
saying
top
it-
of the league with the best
I am
squad in the
winning.
league.
I'm
Why
not
are we
just top of-
favorites?
Husam, I'm not just top of the league. I'm going to win the league, but you are favorites right now because you are the former champions. Simple. That's semantics and definition of what it is.
Wait.
And I'm winning the league.
So,
I'm
so
telling
last
you now.
season when City lost, when City won 1 game in 13, were they favorites just because they were Premier League champions?
Again, at that point, the gap was wide, and I'd explained this earlier in the stream, unless you've chosen not to understand it. Did I not say this earlier, Vader, when I said there's a certain point you get to
It's
the
his logic.
with the points gap that you can then switch and say these guys are now the favorites. For example, when you guys were 12 points ahead of City last season, I began to call Liverpool the favorites, no longer City. That's how I look at it. But City were the favorites coming into the season up until they fall off for them. It's that simple. Right now, it's 1
Two
point.
league losses in a row
Right,
versus
right
six
now,
league
it's 1
losses.
point. I'm not the favorite. You still are, but I am winning the league. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. So when it's now 8 points ahead, I would then call myself the favorites. That's how I define favorites.
8 points after Jan. I've heard it. I won't ask you anymore, Dio.
You want to call me and
Really
say that
got
Liverpool
wrong
played
with
badly. You
16
didn't play
points,
badly.
you know,
Chelsea
when-
made you play badly. The full backs that Chelsea put there in their back four made your attackers play a 4 out of 10. Your manager did not ask your players to miss sitters. You had 4 big chances. You had a bigger XG than them. You had a 1 point something XG to their own 0.91, and yet you could not convert any of those things. So let's not sit here. Soberslide missed big chance. You're going to now sit here and
I
then
enjoyed the
say,
game.
"Oh,
It was
no,
a really
this
good game.
This is because
Salah had
you
3
didn't.
big
You did.
chances.
You didn't.
It was a battle of the
Solz
record
had a
transfers,
great
and Chelsea
shot.
showed how to do it.
They played better
Salah
than
Salah pass into Isak over the bar.
Hmm.
All big chances made. All big chances made.
Chelsea looked good. I can't lie. And I'm not surprised of Husam wanting to not give credit to Chelsea and say his team played poorly. And I just want to ask a question. Were we seeing, or were you giving the same type of percentage? Were we seeing this type of poor performances, giving credit, not credit to the opposition, but just saying Liverpool are bad in your UCL game prior and in your game versus Crystal Palace? I just wanted to ask some consistency. I'm not trying to gaslight. I want to see where your mind was at.
Yes, I said Liverpool were bad in all 3 games, and that's why we lost. You guys need to understand something. With the amount of talent that we have out there, we should be beating Crystal Palace, and we should be beating Galatasaray, and we should be beating Chelsea. The fact that I'm saying that we have to beat these clubs is me holding my club accountable. With all due respect, we didn't lose away at the Etihad or away at the Emirates. We lost to a team that had Achimpong and fucking Badiashile playing centre back.
And
our only dangerous-
target then.
Say that again?
So Salah put a shot on target. He had 3 clear-cut chances, put them all at the Liverpool end.
Yeah, guess what? That's why I'm calling out my players then. So how does that doesn't feed into your point?
I've
That
heard
feeds
that
into
was a tactical disaster class, and that's why we won.
Yes, it was a slot disaster class.
That's what
Or
I've
maybe,
heard.
or maybe a
Not
Maresca
about the players,
masterclass.
about
It could have been a
tactical
Maresca
disaster class.
masterclass and not a slot disaster class.
No, okay, that's your opinion. My opinion is a slot disaster class.
Yeah, because you're trying to take you're still doing that same thing. Yes, I get it that you're criticizing your team, but
No,
what
you
you're
guys
doing
are
is
so
you're
weak.
You're literally trying
That
to
your whole logic is basically you think that Maresca did this tactical genius thing, which I don't think he did. I think we beat our own selves because we did a disaster class. We made the wrong team selection. We played the wrong formation. We played the wrong style, and the players stunk.
Yeah, the only thing, sorry, Husam, the only thing that we're on you a little bit is because for what Maresca had to work with, there is credit to how he set them up to play against you guys. Yeah. That's what's being missed right now. You're being a little too dismissive of what he had to deal with all of his like lack of defenders, and you keep pointing it out. You guys should have just battered them, but he set them up to actually get that result versus you guys, and it's impressive. You guys have way more. You have the better quality. So
and
now
in spite of that, they had enough moments to win the game.
The moments, exactly.
No, we did not have enough moments to win the game.
Salah had 3 clear-cut chances.
Name the clear-cut chances. Name them.
The one from Wirtz in his first minute on the pitch where he spun one into Salah and he put it wide. And the other 2 when he cut inside and didn't put either of them on target.
That's not a clear-cut chance.
Bro, Mo Salah cutting inside off the edge of the box to me is a fucking clear-cut chance.
A clear-cut chance is...
For Mo, that's a clear cut.
The Wirtz pass to Isak is a clear-cut chance. I'm doing the flawless right now.
Salah.
Why?
That's a clear-cut chance. When Salah is one-on-one with the goalkeeper, that's a clear-cut chance.
I said this about one game, people.
Him cutting in and shooting is not a clear-cut chance.
Yeah, there's some of the debate about it. It's when Liverpool they beat
That's
Everton.
actually my problem with my team, Lewis, is that we didn't create clear-cut chances.
I get what
my problem with my team is we didn't create clear-cut chances. That's the problem.
You're saying bins that. I get it.
Yeah, Mo Salah, those sorts of chances, he got 2 of them. You expect him to at least put on target and test the goalkeeper. He hit at the Liverpool end. Both times.
And go watch Husam's reaction during the watch along. He expects those as well. He was very surprised by how poorly he missed those.
Yeah, and like this is my thing. They made enough chances. So even in spite of like how bad they might have been set up tactically, they were still making clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
Lewis, look at the stats. They had more big chances than you did.
I can't see that. You put it on the big screen.
Yeah, they had more big chances than you did. Liverpool had more big chances, and you missed 3 out of your 4.
Facts don't lie.
He keeps missing the point. How many big chances were there?
You keep missing the point. It's right
How
there.
many big chances were Liverpool? How many big chances did Liverpool have?
You had 4 big chances to their 2.
How many big chances did Chelsea have?
Chelsea had 2. Liverpool had 4. You had double their big chances. You missed 3 of your big chances, and they missed only 1 of theirs. So they took 50% of their chances, and you took 25% of your chances, literally. So Chelsea did the job that they were supposed to do on the pitch, and you did not. So they were better than you in the chances that were created for themselves, and you were not better at taking your chances. So don't sit here and try and say, oh, Chelsea didn't do their business. They did their business. You had 4, they had 2. They missed 1, you missed 3.
I like this title challenging dial better.
The fact that we had 4 chances against that Chelsea defense is even worse than what you
It's
think.
even good. You should have converted all 4. You had 4. You could have converted against that.
No one converts 100% of their big chances. That's crazy.
Okay, fine. Convert 3 out of 4. But you couldn't convert 3 out of 4 against Badiashile.
As an example, the Isak header is considered a big chance.
You could not convert 3 out of 4 against Badiashile. Really. And then you still could not convert any. And in fact, you had more of your big chances in the second half after their defenders got injured and were taken out.
This has been an hour. Instead of us talking about Chelsea and Arsenal, this has turned into an hour of seeking validation, basically.
It's not even been an hour.
I'm sorry, Victor, when you say title challenging Dio, I've challenged for the title and lost 3 times in a row back to back. That's normal. That's what we.
No. But you didn't have chess like this.
No. This is because Husam is not giving credit. Like, you know me when it comes to football, I'll talk to football. If you want us to banter, we can banter. I can banter Chelsea, and I can.
But why is it banter just because I disagree with you?
No, because you're talking a bullshit.
I'm not bullshitting. It's my honest opinion.
Talking bullshit. Chelsea was better.
The reason why we lost the last 3 games is on us. We have to do so much.
It's not on you. It's on the other teams are better than you. Simple. We told you at the beginning of the season. Remember the first stream we did, Husam? What did I say? I said, Liverpool, you are forward heavy, and you are one calamity. I didn't say injury. I don't call injuries on players. One calamity defensively away from losing games. I told you this at the beginning of the season from day 1. But you were winning games 5 out of 5. And I said, well, continue. That's what champions do, find a way to win. But when the shit hits the fan, that's when we will know what's really smelling. And now it's hitting the fan and it is smelling. So don't come and tell me stories that touch the heart. You guys were crap on the day because Chelsea made you crap. not because you were just crap, because you have players in that team that can make a difference on their own. And guess what? They were marked out.
Does United have quality close to Chelsea's? Would you say
that you're talking down on?
In regards to what?
Does United have maybe starting 11 quality like Chelsea?
No.
Only at the back.
No.
I'll take the centre backs.
Yeah, centre backs are better.
Centre backs
overall, no. They've got. If we do our Premier League, if we do the best 11 in the Premier League, Chelsea have genuine shouts in the team.
Would you say you have quality better than Crystal Palace, or you can match Crystal Palace flawless?
Individual players, yes.
11, yeah, starting 11.
As a team, no. You ain't got prayer as a team. That's where the issue lies. That's why I'm so critical of my team. Because individually, yes, we can match up against and compete against most. But the way the manager sets us up, we're far off it.
All right. I mean,
they're gonna be the best we've ever. They're gonna be the best this season against us. It's gonna be the best Liverpool. 110%.
We got time for that. We heard
that last time you went to Anfield.
Nah, but they weren't in this bad of run of form.
I know that makes it very hard to predict, innit?
This is they gonna be up for it, man. Trust.
Yeah, true.
You fucking better be.
They better be.
We better be. We don't win. We don't win that game, brother. It's gonna be fucking madness. Honestly, I swear to God, we do not beat Manchester United, guys. The shit that will happen on this app will be fucking illegal.
It's week 8, Husam. Don't do that. It's only week 8.
Okay, here come the gaslighting part. See, it's week 8.
There's some Liverpool fans already saying they ain't built for the title race.
They're already saying they're nah.
Yeah, bro. I go check Monster's review after the Liverpool Chelsea game. We are not built to retain the league.
Oh,
it wasn't just him as well. There was a few others.
That's weak.
That
is weak.
Who remembers this statement? Rado, I'm sure you remember this statement. If we get Isak, we're walking the league.
Oh yeah.
We're walking the league. We get Isak.
I have my feet up.
Alas.
That was the one I have my feet up.
Yep. I remember.
Alas, league done if we get Isak.
Husam was one of them.
Yeah, he's sitting right here beside me with his glasses that he's trying to use.
Did I not say at the start of this section? Did I not say at the start of this section that Liverpool are going to win the league? So why are both of you bullshitting?
You're still winning the league if you were to drop points versus United.
So if you drop points, if you lose against United, are you still winning the league?
No, that's not the question, Dio. No, that's not the question. He still believes his club's winning the league. So if they drop points versus United, there shouldn't be any meltdown. There shouldn't be, watch what's going to happen on this app.
Exactly.
There shouldn't be any of that.
You know something?
Hold on. All of this is Kosovo's about to beat Sweden with Isak and Gyökeres in the team. I just seen this.
No, they're not about to. They beat them 1-0 at the game.
Oh, brother. Oh,
honestly, Gyökeres is holding Sweden back. The thing is with this. By the way, genuinely, no bias. I've actually watched the last 2 Sweden games. Gyökeres looks 100 times worse than Isak. I promise you guys, you can go watch the highlights, do whatever you want. I promise you,
Gyökeres. I didn't think Isak was too bad against us, in all honesty.
Bro,
the guy has moments in this game.
He has moments. Even today, he actually dribbled past 3 players and created the chance. Gyökeres genuinely looks shocking. I promise you, I'm not even lying. Ask someone who's not a Liverpool fan or an Arsenal fan in the chat, someone from Kosovo or someone from a different country or something. They'll tell you, yo, Gyökeres. Okay, watch this, yeah? Here you go. Man United fan. He hates me more than he hates Arsenal. I'm telling you right now. I'm not even making it up, guys. I'm not even making it up. Genuinely, bro, watching Gyökeres. I've watched them both.
You know what, something? I put out a video today, right? I put out a video. There's definitely an Arsenal derangement syndrome out there. Somehow you have to make it about an Arsenal player or the Arsenal manager or something.
Here he goes.
No. Excuse me. Talk about your player that is playing for the same team.
You have to make it about Arsenal.
Talk about your player that is playing for the same team that did not score. Talk about Isak, who's also playing for Sweden.
They all hate us.
No, it's not about the I'm not.
It's funny. I hear it.
It's funny to watch, right? Because I sit here and I'm watching Sky Sports, and guess what they're talking about? Let's compare Amorim's first 50 games with Arteta's first 50 games.
I don't give a fuck what fucking.
I'm like, who cares about that? Who cares
about
that? Why must we live rent free in your head? Sweden just lost as a team.
He's angry. See, he's angry
Right?
now. He's
So this is
angry.
how I talk. I'm a Nigerian.
He's
I'm not
so mad.
angry. This is how we talk.
He's so mad.
This is
Why
how
do we
talk.
live rent free in your head?
All you want to talk about is, Gyökeres looks shocking. He looks shocking. Isak, where's your goal? Tell me what Isak did today against Kosovo. 90 minutes, 1 tackle, 0 shots. Okay. Okay. Talk about your own player. Talk about your own player in the same team. You want to sit here.
When someone mentions
Both of them are
Sweden,
hard. Yes.
when someone mentions Sweden, it's not about my own player because it's the fact that. So can I answer, or are you just gonna make noise?
A bullshit.
خلاص, I'm not gonna answer. So why are you asking a
Title
question
challenging
and then you just
Dio,
start
man.
making
I
noises?
didn't ask you any question. I just simply said.
No, you did ask a question. You
That's
did.
not a question. I did not.
You did ask a question. You said, "Why do we live in your head rent free?"
No, I said, why don't you talk about your own player?
I was speaking about my club. Lewis then said, "No way, Kosovo are beating Sweden 1-0." So the topic now shifts from Liverpool to Sweden.
Okay.
Now, having watched both Sweden games, Gyökeres is considerably worse than Isak on the pitch because Isak at least created the chance for Bergvall that Bergvall missed, and Isak at least is getting into the correct positions.
Oh.
Anyone who watches the Sweden game and is being honest will tell you Gyökeres has been ghost in both games. No bullshit. I've had the game on behind as we're doing A-listers the whole time. Okay?
Who's
So
the
that's it.
captain of the Swedish team?
Lindelof.
Yeah, on the Sweden
shows
stuff,
you
I'll
I'm
take your word for it. I ain't watched it.
That shows you I'm watching the game. Lindelof was the captain today. Now what? Yes.
And what did he do? What did
Lindelof was the captain. You
I know,
tried it.
I'm asking, what did the captain do? Nothing. What did the whole team do? Nothing. So for you to then sit down, Isak 0 goals, Gyökeres 0 goals.
VL high.
You want to know why he asked that question? He thought I was going to say Isak's the captain. Fucking Lindelof was the captain. You fraud.
I didn't think you're going to say
Yeah,
that.
hold that,
No,
mate.
I didn't think
That's
you're
an
gonna say
L for you
I
right there.
asked you because I wanted to point out to you that every team member, including the captain, did nothing. The whole Swedish squad did nothing.
Oh,
So
that
for you
old
to just
chestnut.
sit
Yeah,
there
I
and
know.
just think that, okay, I'm
You
just
have
going
to now come here and say the whole team did nothing because
Of course, it's a team
your
sport.
boy,
It's a team
your
sport.
Brock Lesnar out here on the
boy did
pitch
nothing. My
stinking it
boy
up.
did nothing. You can say they look bad, fine. You can say Gyökeres looks bad, understandable. But to now make that the topic of discussion, when even Isak did not perform anything as well. The 2 games they played, what has Isak done? You're going to tell me he ran into spaces, he created chances, and then what happened? Did he 90 minutes, 0 goals, 0 shots on target, Isak? Same thing with Gyökeres. At the end of the day, I don't care what you look like. Put the ball in the back of the net. Put the ball, be consistent with everybody. I don't care how good you look running around. If you don't put the ball in the back,
Isak did miss a great chance from what I'm seeing here. Fuck.
Even missed a great
Just
chance.
put
Even
that on the
worse.
target.
Gyökeres did not even try to take any chance because he can't create for himself. He's a useless player. But you that can create can't even take your own chance. Who's worse off?
Okay, so don't ask me my opinion if that's what you think. That's your opinion, not mine. I watched the game. I'd rather the striker that gets into the position and the striker that creates a big chance for his teammate than a striker that's ghost all game.
And doesn't score it. Then what's the difference? between both of them?
Forget me. Ask the 3 rest on the panel. Would you rather a striker that ghosts or a striker that creates a big chance for a teammate and misses one himself?
Latter.
Exactly.
I don't want
Lewis.
either. I
Thank
don't
you,
want
Lewis.
either. If the ball doesn't
Finally,
go in front of the net, I don't
some
want either.
honesty.
Like, what am I doing with the guy that creates and doesn't?
Finally, some honesty. I've been honest the whole show.
Like, what are we doing here?
Oh Lord.
Wow.
I refuse to sit here and get cooked for fucking Sweden. Jordan are in the World Cup, guys. I'm good, mate. Jordan are in the fucking World Cup. I'm
He's
good,
eating with
bro.
something.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You get me? So yeah. Who's better, Isak or Gyökeres? Why is this a question? Isak is clear. Anyway, guys. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Let me just do these supers before we get out of here. These guys raised my blood pressure. I just had to change the timestamp from Chelsea Arsenal to Chelsea Arsenal Liverpool. I should make it probably just Liverpool because
This
all
all
happened
happened
'cause-
international break. What an app.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. What an app. Just fucking press me the whole stream. You know, we did the United section. I was like, okay, this show's going really well. Okay, we spoke about the United takeover for 40 minutes. Next up, let's do Chelsea Arsenal. I'm gonna have a day off for once. All of a sudden, This guy said that Caicedo had a good game. He had an average
No,
game if
you
it was
didn't
for
say
the
that.
goal.
It's you
Yeah,
that started it
come
now.
on.
You shouldn't have gone on any other stream to go and
See,
say
these guys pretend that the Bayern game never happened. Declan Rice is clear. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Hit the like
Do
button.
you want to talk about
Wow.
PSG then? If you want to talk about European teams,
That was the Club World Cup. That's not a European game.
international, bigger climate.
It's international. You said it yourself. That's not Europe. Don't be shameless.
That is part of it. Europe's part of it, isn't it? It's the whole world.
Well, Europe's part of the world. So if Ecuador play Colombia, it's Europe.
Yeah, well, part of the world. It's the world. That's what I'm saying. It's a bigger surface
You're
area.
so fucking shameless.
We're competing on a
You're
higher
so
level.
shameless. Why is this Barca bum in the chat? Why are you talking, huh? You Barcelona bum. Hold that.
Yo, he changed his name
Hold
again.
that.
Yo, big up at DQ.
Yeah, hold that. Hold that. Madrid are top of the league. On your head top. Anyway, let me read these supers. Gyökeres and Isak both struggling to score against Kosovo is what Mr. Nice Guy is saying. Well, that's not a nice comment, Mr. Nice Guy. That's a bad comment. You get me, guys.
the
You
both
get
of them
me.
are
Big up.
shit. The both
Big
of them
up,
are
Mr.
shit.
Nice Guy. Big up. Appreciate you. The beauty of having multiple title contenders. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Multiple title contenders.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a fun season. This is gonna be a fun season.
Arsenal fan Spandan here with a message for Lewis. Funny how Lewis had to use a meme for a fat Gyökeres. To bander his biggest legend, we can just use his real pick playing Legends game at Salah's age.
Eden Hazard is retired. What's Gyökeres' excuse for being fat? The fuck? This whole thing of cussing a guy for being retired is crazy. But yo, big up. I know Hazard bullied you in your childhood.
He's an Arsenal fan. Why
Of
cussing me?
course, yeah, but point proven. He left you crying in Baku. That was your biggest game in 15 years. Hazard's last game. We didn't even care about that competition. You man were all crying there. Big up though.
Yes.
Save for the money.
At least my biceps look good. Big up to D King who says, Husam, so we shouldn't compare Pep to Slot. Which fucking moron compared Pep to Slot? That should never be a conversation ever, bro. What the fuck, bro? If any Liverpool fan, if any, and I mean any Liverpool fan, is comparing fucking Slot to Pep Guardiola, he's a fraud, bro. Like, we need to stop this, bro. Stop it. It's not a comparison. Big up to my guy Diallo who says, yes, I preferred Benjamin Sesko over Gyökeres, but I didn't want neither. It's like asking United fans to choose between wow. Onana versus Bayender, shit versus poo.
Yeah.
I raise that and bring you Sanchez versus Jorgensen.
Calamity Sanchez.
And Jorgensen with his fucking Poppadom wrists.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Diallo. Yeah, I guess, you know, to be honest with you, I think that just having a 9 also alleviates. Yes, you expect your 9 to score. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm buying a 9 because I want to use a 9 to distract players. No, I expect my 9 to score. I expect that the 9 eventually will click and start scoring. But till then, if he's not, at least be able to drag defenders away and allow people like Saka, who are back in form, to be able to allow us win these games and then get yourself into the groove of things. So eventually, I think it will click.
That's fair.
You know, in 9, the more chances you create for them, the more chances they put behind in the back of the net. And so we need to create more. And I hope that eventually that's what's going to happen. This is why someone like a Haaland, he may not touch the ball for 25 minutes, but you know that once he touches the ball, he knows what to do with it. You know, and that's what how you want your 9 to operate. So whether or not he looks good or not, eventually when he gets to the point where he's putting the ball in the back of the net, I'll be happy. But for now, you can drag defenders away, create chances for other people, the likes of Eze, the likes of Saka, you know, and we'll see how it goes from there. It is what it is. That's the guy we signed. So
is the tag favorite subjective or objective? I think for certain things it's objective. As an example, Burnley have no chance of winning the Premier League. That's quite objective. With all due respect, Man United have no chance of winning the Premier League. That's objective. That's not us. Like, some parts are subjective, but some are objective. If an Arsenal fan claims you have the best squad in the league and you're currently top, I have the right to go like, wait a minute, why are we favorites? That's a very fair point. I told Husam we'll win. No ifs, no buts, no maybes, is what Diallo's saying.
Yeah.
You know something, bro, I hear you. Fairs. Last October, November, Liverpool were leading the table. I super chatted to you. You said wait till February. Arsenal wait till February too, right? No, because there's a big difference. We were coming.
No, no. Hey, keep the
Can
same
I
energy.
answer the guy? He asked me a question.
Same
Diallo.
energy. Don't come here. Don't do our bullshit. Keep the same energy. Don't do our bullshit. Keep the same energy.
Go ahead, Husam. Answer AMT's question. Go ahead, Husam.
It's not about AMT's question. Keep the same energy, Husam.
Go ahead, Husam. Answer his question.
Keep the same energy. Keep it on.
I'm
Facebook.
sorry, AMT. You're sending me $5 Singaporean, spending your hard-earned money, but can't answer a question because Diallo
because you're about to.
Diallo just wants me to give the answer that Dio likes.
No.
He
I
wants
just
me
said
to
keep
give
the
the
same
answer he
energy.
likes.
I didn't say give me.
Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the reason why it's different is because Liverpool were coming off a season where we lost Jurgen Klopp, where we only signed Federico Chiesa, and we finished third the season before. Now, I think everyone on the panel, other than Dio, will agree that last season, the context was different for Liverpool. I still remember to this day, Lewis was on stream saying, we are not in conversations with Arsenal and Manchester City, but with Liverpool, we have to wait and see. Yes or no, Lewis? Did I lie?
Last summer, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Why? Because
How did you feel like on the slot?
Exactly. So what did Liverpool do last summer? Signed Chiesa. What did Arsenal do this summer? Sign all the depth they need, sign Victor Gyökeres, and sign Eze. So now what? And sign Zubimendi. So how's that the same?
And what did you do this season? What did you do this season? Signed Isak, signed Vert, signed Frimpong, signed.
He's comparing Liverpool last year to Arsenal this year.
But his question was his question was very specific. You chose to add that context so that it would marry with your story. He simply said, keep the same energy. When Liverpool were at the top of the table in November, right? You said, let's wait till February to see what will happen. He says, now that Arsenal is at the top of the table at the same similar time, should you not keep the same energy? Say, okay, well, let's wait till February. But no, now you want to put context behind it. Why? Oh, Liverpool's was different and Arsenal's is different. Like, no, you don't do that. If you're going to say for a team, whatever team it is, at the top of the table in November that we need to wait till February, then keep the same energy. Simple.
Okay.
Keep the same energy.
Thank you for your input, but I disagree.
Yeah, we agree to disagree.
Yeah, because his comparison is Liverpool last year to Arsenal this year. Husam still dreams about Sheikh Caicedo. I don't dream about Caicedo. I think Caicedo is a very good player. I think that Chelsea fans overrate him a little bit, which is fine. I'm sorry, when Lewis says Caicedo is now on the same table as Pedri, I'm entitled to take a step back and go like, what the fuck are we doing here? Because he's not on the same table as Pedri. He's not on the same table as Vitinha either. So there's better players than him, and there's players that he's in the same conversations with, like Rice and Gravenberg.
I completely disagree, but I'll save us the dialogue. We've already gone through it now.
Lavia did really good when he came on. That's who I actually genuinely believe is Chelsea's best midfielder technically, but he just isn't fit enough. I actually think Lavia is supremely talented, to be honest.
Lavia Caicedo, that's a pivot for me. I didn't think he was great when he started. There was a lot of sloppy passes, but he grew into the game. It's going to happen when you're still coming back from injury, so I don't take anything from it.
I feel bad. I really feel bad for Lavia. All this injury that he keeps on getting, going in and out, in and out. I think he's an amazing player, but no consistency, man. No consistency.
I think he's unbelievable. He just needs to stay fit. That's it. Now you're overrating Liverpool. 70% of your team shit. Yes, I'm overrating Liverpool because Isak, Vert, Salah, all these guys being on the same pitch at the same time, not being able to beat Achimpong and fucking Hato and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's me overrating my team. Okay, bro. Big up my guy Farhan the Gunner, who actually Arsenal fan as well. When Liverpool lost to Palace, Husam was the first one to congratulate and condemn Liverpool. Exactly. I said Crystal Palace should have been 7-0 up in the first half. But at the same time, I'm entitled to cuss my own fucking club. Now, the difference in the Chelsea game is, I don't think Chelsea should have been 7-0 up. So there's a difference there. Now, had Chelsea, like you saw what Crystal Palace did to us, bro. They fucking abused us. That's why
we were playing 3 p.m. too. I didn't catch none of that.
Bro, if you go watch just watch first half highlights alone, you will see exactly why Farhan's making about. Bro, like they could have beaten us 7-0 alone first half, no exaggeration. You get me?
So that's you're saying they had a better performance against you than we did, and fair enough. I didn't watch it.
There you are. Wallahi, this Arsenal Chelsea combo is nasty, but I like it. Yes. Big up to DK. Husam is the biggest gaslighter. 70-30 is insane. I'm really not gaslighting. I'm genuinely just insulting my own club. And if you guys, you get me. If you guys want credit to Chelsea, you guys can do that within your own circles. I'm just looking at the reason why we didn't win, and I stick by that. We are our own biggest enemies. Dio, if Saka had one of those 3 chances he scores, is what AMT is saying. If you're gonna claim that Saka is better than Salah, I recommend you take a step back.
That's not the claim. Was that if Saka has any of those 3 chances, he probably scores. That doesn't mean Saka is better than Salah. We're just saying in that game, if Saka was given any of those 3 chances, he probably
stick
scored.
to the Palmer arguments is my recommendation.
So nobody's comparing Saka to Salah. Stop changing the argument.
Did he just try to compare Isak to Gyökeres? Isak is the captain. He's the better player. Rise. Isak was the captain last game. Be honest. Okay, but can you be honest, Diallo? Did Dio ask me about last game or today? Did Dio not verbatim ask who was the captain today? And I said,
the reason I even asked about captainship again was just to identify that everybody on the team, and I used the captain because I don't really know the rest of the Swedish squad like that. I said, who was the captain? What did he do? It simply means it's a team sport. Everybody played as us. Simple. The whole Swedish team played as. If you can't beat Kosovo with Isak and Gyökeres on the team, yes, I would criticize Gyökeres. I'll say how bad he is. But then Isak was also there. Why didn't he make something happen? You know? So again,
he did make something happen, and then Bergvall missed.
Nothing happened. It was 0. They lost 1-0. He made nothing happen. They lost 1-0. Nothing happened. The ball did not go in the back of the net.
Sam, who's better, Isak or Gyökeres? Isak is better. How about you read this one, Lewis?
Yeah, big up Todd Miller. Ooh, Ariayo. Esteval, up there, Chelsea. Big up, Todd, man. My G.
Let me tell you something, you fucking American. Get the fuck out my club and go back to fucking America.
What do the Americans do?
Todd is American, so I'm just cussing him.
Oh, big up.
I'm
Todd.
talking October. How do you not know Todd Miller? Respect Todd's legacy.
No, I know Todd Miller. Just didn't see where he was.
The guy that keeps telling you should sign Declan Rice.
Yeah, man. That's how we first got to know each other. We're beefing about Rice for years. I was like, no, keep him away, man. Keep him away.
I'm talking, guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I can't wait for the Premier League to restart because I need us to win badly because I'm not built for this, guys. I can fucking every week, bro. Every episode of every stream, bro. I'm tired.
Welcome to the fucking trenches, mate. Welcome to the trenches.
Yeah, we've been there, man. We've been there.
Trenches.
And we didn't even address this Van Dijk twerking. There's more videos now of Van Dijk actually throwing his ass at the ball more than him defending.
AI has ruined this guy over the last week. It's insane. Seen this brother on Ice Spice edits and everything.
Ice Spice on stage with Ice Spice.
And you know what? That's again poetic justice after all the Kai Spice jokes. So again, Liverpool fans hold.
I'm talking October, November, not summer, Husam. Yes, but once again, October is the start of the season. So I'm talking about what was the context at the beginning of last season. Dio, can I please answer the guy for the love of God?
Just be honest.
Can I fucking answer? Can I just say 3 words? Just can I have 3 fucking words?
The season starts in August, September, October, November. That's already 3 months. 3 months.
October is still considered the start of the fucking season, Dio, because it's just
3 months into the season.
If 8 games in is not, if 7 games in even, if 7 games in is not the start of the season, then what the fuck is
November. By November, how many games in are we?
So why should I ignore?
How many games are we into the season by November?
Because that suits Dio's argument.
No. But how many?
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. The context headed into that October, November that you're talking about is Liverpool. And by the way, even that's what Arsenal fans were saying. Infamous clip, shout out Bavs. With all due respect, I'd rather be 8 points behind Liverpool than 8 points behind Man City. Were Arsenal fans not saying that? So there's a reason for that. Ask yourself. Did Liverpool beat themselves against Palace? Why? No, Liverpool did not beat themselves against Palace because Palace should have been 7-0 up in the first half. Well, there's a big difference. You get me? In the words of Flawless, name the clear-cut chances. You can't. Anyway, guys, I'm done with the stream and I'm done with YouTube. I'm going to go back to engineering. I had enough of the shit.
Stop gaslighting.
It's not nice losing, man. Losing changes everything, man. I'm telling you. It's not nice. Word to Anthony Joshua, I don't know what's happening, but it's not nice at the end of the day. Facts.
Go check
Facts.
out OK Jersey, guys. Use code Husam for 80% off. You get me? Go buy your own
I'm
shirts
really going
instead.
through it, man.
Instead of buying for £150, you can buy for £15. Good quality shirts, guys. Go get your own shirts. I'm gonna unpack my collection soon when they arrive, and I'll show you guys. Thank you for Dio. Thank you for backing. Big up Husam. Big up to you, AMT. You get me? Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Terima kasih for all the super chats as well. Big up to every single one of you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're gonna redirect you over Footy Judge Mo. And go subscribe to everyone on the panel. Sarcasm TV, Carefree, Lewis G, The Gunner Edge, and Vader Games. Need some paracetamol.